people are ready, please roll a d20 on Roll20 for the recap and Electrum.
Not that any of us actually remember what happened in 2 weeks.
I wonder why.
It has been 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
Shit. Oh no, that's Casper.
Oh, that's Casper. Right. I'm free.
You are.
Go Casper, go Casper, go. Go Casper, go Casper, go.
I was just listening to the end of the last session anyway. But yes, Snarky, whenever you're ready, now is a good time as any to start recording.
Last we left off at Call of the Netherdeep. After the TBA traveled a little bit across the lands, fighting goblins and other monstrosities along the way. They were mainly harassed by a goblin tribe under the guidance of Dolgreth, of which they just survived another battle, settling down for the night as some sneaky goblins tried to sneak up onto the party. But luckily, the swordfish arrived just in time, dispatched of them for us, and after a small conversation, settled down for the night and decided for the next day to travel out together again. A lot of talking with the parties in between, people going on some hunting trips, good bad conversations, some old grievances surfacing again. And we ended with a merry night with some song and dancing around the campfire. Until people laid to sleep. Jaffe put on a mask and a dream that was not so pleasant started emerging.
Right. What else was there? There was a lot. It was a big RP session last time. There was the swordfish are back in the mix now, so lots of conversations between the swordfish and various party members.
Flirting too.
Yeah, there was a bit of that. Whenever Irvin is about, there's going to be some awkward and messy flirting. Although, yeah, Irvin, speaking of Irvin, yes, Irvin had a pretty long conversation with Kaiser about dealing with Dolgreth, and he
I forgot that.
was very much on the side of... Oh, okay, just got a message, ignore that. He was very much on the side of if we're going to go after Goldreth, we need to go after them hard and hunt them down and kill them and anyone who gets in your way. And so Kaiser and Irvin are in agreement with that, although Irvin was concerned that going on a murder rampage, a slaughter rampage through Dolgreth's Wraith Runners might not be so well received by some other party members.
Nope.
Otherwise, I believe...
I mean, Kaiser had mentioned subverting Dolgreth's support base, so...
Yep.
There was that.
You have options available to you when you're going to get to it. You're not there yet, but soon enough, you'll be able to be knocking on Dolgreth's door and see what happens then. Other conversations. Maggie was trying to kind of play peacemaker. They had suspected that all these goblins that were hunting you down were actually hunting Sender down because Sender is super sus all the time.
Equally suspicious person.
Oh, I need that on a t-shirt for you, Jack. I'm super sus all the time.
Super sus, please ask me about my mysterious backstory.
and it has to be a hoodie.
With one of those
Um,
built-in face masks.
No, it's the hoodie that zips all the way up and is completely unusable.
Actually, Jack, did I reply to you the other day? You sent me a
No,
message, didn't you?
Nope, you
I
did not
completely
reply
forgot
to
about that. Oh yeah, because that was I think that was on a Wednesday when I was in the middle of a session, so I completely forgot about it.
Okay.
That was at 4:15 in the morning, Jack. What are you doing to me? I will respond to that as soon as I get a spare minute.
All I heard then was you're cheating on us with other parties on a Wednesday.
Got my Wednesday morning, 10 a.m., and I've got my Wednesday evening at midnight. It is a day. Wednesday is a day for me.
All I'm hearing is cheating. Unfaithful.
But yes, Maggie then actually got a fair bit of information out of Sender. Enough for them to reach somewhat of a rapport, and Maggie to go, okay, you're not the issue here, and ultimately discover, okay, it's Kaiser, which is what prompted Irvin to go and approach her, yada yada yada. But yes, Sender gave Maggie a few details, even though he was still super vague about most of them.
Super sus.
Did Kaina have a conversation with someone as well?
With Maggie. Earlier in the session, had this conversation with Rosariat that didn't end well.
Yes,
and later on a conversation. And later on, a conversation with Maggie a little bit about the feelings.
Yes, for full context, there, Kaina put on a dead person's face in front of Galsariad, and Galsariad did not take that very well.
I have to say, I don't think I would either.
No.
But that has.
Is the person truly dead now?
Yes.
Yeah.
They live on in Kaina. But it was enough to get Galsariad to back the fuck off entirely. All good, Amy?
I like this
Okay.
how it's still only the three. Barring Beck, who's not here. Usual suspects at the webcams.
Yeah, I got a webcam, I just gotta turn it on.
Do it. Do it.
And yes,
My room
remind me.
isn't clean at all today. I'm going to do it.
You can blur your background like I have. My room isn't clean either.
No, I can't, because for that you need to use the app, and if I use the app, you get a green screen.
Right. Okay. Alright, anyway. D&D.
But yes, Casper, did you want to remind me what Maggie and Kaina talked about? Because it's just on the edge of my memory right now.
It was mainly just about Kaina's feelings towards Galsariad. He explained a little bit that there are some past grievances that are boiling up, or that they boil up a bit. But that he also is willing to see who Galsariad is now a century later.
Right.
But it will probably take some time.
Shall indeed begin learning about each other shortly. And yes, the session ended with a brief dance with Irvin and Justice, and also Javi and Aya. And then
Kim, don't
the party goes
heads
to
like
sleep. and then the party heads to bed. I had to fast forward a bit here because of time. And Javi puts on her sleeping mask. And
Yeah.
all of you, although it was focused on Javi, kind of were able to witness the dream Javi had. I think I've still got you on the scary page right now. Yes. Where you, through Javi's eyes, were able to, and whereas when Javi's through little Alex's eyes, were able to see Alexian's old bedroom as a child. And also witness Alexian's parents getting murdered by an angry mob who were looking to deal with the curse in their midst, which was Alexian. And one final note was Seapor was there too, although looking rather different. A blood-red bird who covered the windows so that little Alex did not have to witness the horrible things happening outside. And that is where we ended the session. I've not set this, I've not actually double checked this map. Let's get us back onto a screen here so you guys can actually maybe move around a little bit and get something more visual representation. As the vision ends, all of you are able to snap awake, with the exception of Javi. All around you, you've got Jawad, Trelvir, Prolix, Justice, sleeping soundly, unaffected by all of this. You see the swordfish begin to kind of stir slightly. I think, Irvin picks himself up first. The hell was that? And the rest of you who have just experienced this vision of Alexian as a child, come to your senses, wake up again in whatever ways you wish. What would everyone like to do?
You said two, Irvin?
There was something, like I saw like a room. I heard some screams. Maggie kind of picks herself up. It was quite vague. Everyone else saw it. Kinda, what did you see?
Not that much. Things were hidden behind the bird.
What?
Yes, a bird covered view.
The
But I heard screams.
Screams, however, much more easily
So-
quantifiable.
So was that some kind of memory or another vision? This is getting annoying.
A bit of both, I think.
Well, it seems that Yavi was the center of it. I guess we can ask her. Hi, Yavi. What the hell was that? Oh, Styx is gonna try and shake her awake.
If
That's not bad.
kinda will try before Styx that
Like,
puts his hands on Jaffe to hold him back. She doesn't like to be touched.
they don't like to be touched.
They
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Javi! Javi! Stig's gonna bend down, try and go in her face. She's not getting up. Javi! Who's annoying? Senda, get over here and try it.
Sticks, you're annoying.
Let her sleep.
Senda's gonna go over and just quickly do some sort of medicine check on Javi, see what's going on with him.
Yeah, good idea. At this point, give me a medicine check whenever you're ready. At this point as well, all the commotion prolix is starting to stir as well. What's going on? 17, very nice. With a 17 sender, well, Javi still has her mask on right now, but she does not seem to be reacting to almost any stimuli whatsoever. She is not reacting to the sounds. She didn't react to being shook. She is just limp. Not dead by a long shot. I'm assuming sorry. Oh my god, I'm still doing that. They are, well, do you actually touch them? Do you kind of like check for pulse, that kind of stuff? Or is it just visual?
Just visual, trying to figure out what's going on, seeing if there's any weird effects. Maybe
Just visual, you can still see their breathing.
Kaiser's going
What
to...
else would we be able to do just by looking? Yeah, you can still see the rise and fall of their chest. But there's no reaction at all to stimulus, to the kind of shouting, not even a twitch. This is just, they just seem to be just out cold sleeping.
Are they holding the amulet or anything we got? Is that
Side note.
glowing in a weird way?
Side note.
They are.
Kaiser's going to cast Detect Magic.
I see. Are they holding anything? The answer to that is no. They're just wearing the mask, and onto the mask, with the detect magic, what was previously a very minor magical item with just only like trace amounts of magic in it, the mask, is now significantly more powerful. You realize as you detect magic. What would be the... I think you would get enchantment. A kind of strong level of enchantment from the mask at this point.
Sender.
As Prolix also says, like, hey, what's going on? Kind of will just walk over to him. We kind of had a dream, a bad dream, and Jeffy, they seem to be in a coma now.
Sender, what exactly
But,
did you, give Javi?
It was back in the marketplace in Giga. It was an apology. The person said that it captures dreams somehow, makes them easier to remember. And
you didn't question that?
well, I thought it would just be some sort of minor enchantment. We've got magic all around the goddamn place. I thought it would be something useful. And
Kaiser's going to stare directly at Sender.
now that I'm thinking about it, we just experienced a pretty significant vision in the form of a dream. And
Sender,
we're dealing with a mask that interacts directly with dreams.
should you have not learnt after you stole a certain item from a
Liberated? I
same
liberated.
language, different
No, it is not.
word.
And
Liberated, stole. Did you not
Oh.
think that museums use the same language when they take things from original homelands?
It was not a museum. It was a private collection.
Private
One is open to
collection,
the public.
museum.
One is to satisfy the ego of rich people.
Who do you think support museums? Because I'm thinking it's rich people. But
If it was
aside
purely
from
rich
that,
people, it wouldn't be. Never mind. Not getting into
should you
this.
not recognize a magical item of
It was
indeterminate?
magical. That was the purpose of it. It was supposed to be magical. I didn't think it would be
do
this.
something. You didn't think
I didn't think it would do this.
something.
It was supposed to be a novelty. It wasn't supposed to do this.
Charlatans are everywhere, Sender. You should know this.
It didn't seem strong enough to do anything dangerous. Just some minor memory stuff to make it easier to remember a dream. It wasn't meant to do.
And the
This-
locket that Javi picked up in the cave? It's just a locket, right?
Oh no, the locket was goddamn magical. It's just.
And was the mask you gave Javi not magical?
It was a very minor enchantment that wasn't supposed to do anything drastic.
And now it
didn't we
has.
check it out?
You didn't.
Precautions were taken, right?
Did you even
There
think
were.
to cast detect magic or something?
It was
Test it.
the entire purpose is that it's magic.
Yes, it's fine that it's magic, but did you test it for what it was capable of? Who knows how long it's going to keep Javi out for?
I didn't know it would do this. Okay? And it's
Is at this point, Io is up as well as the rest of the swordfish, and they actually begin moving around Javi. Io just yells out, "Will you stop fucking arguing? Just fix her. Get her up again. Wake her up." Galsard heads over, nods towards you, Kaina. Yes, you're right. Not sure how you knew, but some kind of magical home would be my guess. Dermot kind of quickly agrees. Yeah, she's. We need to get the mask
They're
off.
doing it.
What?
They.
Sorry. We need. What? Who? Why did I? No, never mind. We need to get the mask off.
That's simple. Ed sticks leans over and tries to grab it.
Yeah,
Yep.
before taking the mask off, would it be
Sender
safe
grabs
to do
his
so?
hand to stop him.
If this thing's fucking hurting her, we need to get off her.
And
Yes, but would it hurt her more if we take it off right now? We don't know what kind of magic is imbuing right now.
Yeah, doesn't anyone know that just ripping magical items from things that they're attached to isn't going to end well in either of the objects involved?
Out of curiosity, does the detect magic give me anything other than it's a magical item?
Like I said, strong enchantment.
Prolix, you know an identify
Standard
spell,
notes
right?
based on
To identify it.
Descendant knows it's based on enchantment magic, or just that it's magic in general.
You don't know that. I haven't said anything.
Okay.
Does although Galsard has done a very successful Arcana check, and Dermot has done an even more successful medicine check. Prolix goes, yes, that's a good idea, and he will then use a spell slot to cast Identify. I believe you can just cast it as
As
an
a
action.
ritual.
No, cast. Yeah, so he does it the regular casting time using a spell slot. So 1 minute to cast Identify. As he does so, Io kind of paces back and forth. Dermot, under Io's instructions, does start to actually check Io's pulse and other kind of vitals and such. He goes, "She's all right."
Yes.
What's that?
They.
They.
Did I do it again?
Dermot.
You did it again.
They're all right. Galced rolls his eyes.
Kaiser's just going
Um,
to kind of walk over to Io and just try to calm her.
what?
Peace.
What?
Peace.
What fuck's good peace gonna do?
Getting worked up is not going to help, is it? I understand that something beyond your control is frustrating, but calm.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion? Neat.
15. Okay, very strong. She looks ready to argue for just a moment before she nods and basically starts vibrating on the spot. Just keep trying to force herself still.
Would it help if you went for a run?
I'm not going to just fuck off.
No, but you're
Bollocks.
waking yourself up.
Finishes his cast of Identify on the mask. It's what Sender said. It's not the mask that's doing this. It's the mask is just acting like a focus. I really think we should take it off them. Fuck! I almost did it again.
Fine. Kaiser's going
I
to reach
think-
out and just gently
Mm.
grasp it in between her claws and just gently lift it.
You do so, and nothing terrible happens. Oh, 1 second. I'm being pinged. Oh, okay. Message me to what end, please.
Okay.
Or say it if you want. Whatever's easy for you.
No, I'll send a message.
Kaiser, you pull the mask off. Underneath is a perfectly sleeping Javi. They still do not react. It does not seem to have any further effect, but at least it's not getting worse. They still seem asleep. You do see, however, their eyes kind of darting back and forth beneath their eyelids, as if they were still dreaming.
How strange.
I do know a lesser restoration spell. I could try if it worked, but
I don't think it would help. Perhaps it's just better to let them sleep it off.
and for it to work, I would have to touch them, and I don't know if they would appreciate that without giving consent.
Probably not.
S-
But either myself or Dermot can keep track of Javi's state during our travels, surely. After all, the two of us are clerics.
Sender, give me an Arcana, Religion, or Insight check, your choice.
Okay. Shit.
Okay. Whatever you're attempting to do does not work. You feel yourself rebuffed.
Damn it.
What time is it, Yorick? In the day?
It's still kind of like early night. This happened very shortly after. Well, to answer your question, it's probably like maybe midnight, 1 a.m.
Perhaps we should wait and see. After all this, they appear to be sleeping. somewhat peacefully. Perhaps we
It's
should
more like a
recess a
coma if you
moment.
ask me.
Except coma patients don't move their eyes as much as Javi is.
Magically induced sleep, Galsariad says. Powerful, I'd wager, considering usually it can be dispelled with a simple shake or touch.
This is beyond that.
Correct.
Again, perhaps we should wait and see.
I mean, if all her vitals are normal, what's to say she's not just having a really good sleep?
There.
The tremendous amount of magical energy coming off them right now.
Yes, but magic should dissipate as long as we've removed the catalyst. As Kaisa holds up the mask, just in between her finger claws.
Yeah, that's actually worth mentioning as well, because detect magic lasts for a while, so you're still concentrating on that. As you take it off, the mask kind of goes back to its latent type of state, Kaiser, you notice in your hand. Just very, very minor enchantment in it. But the sense of enchantment magic still is very strong upon Javi.
Kaisa's just going to kind of mention, just kind of shake it. It's like, at least whatever magic seems to, well, Javi is still asleep, but the connection seems to have been cut. As long as we don't place the mask back on them. And Kaiser's just going to tuck the mask back into Javi's bag, or one of their pouches.
Should we do that? Prolix moans. Shouldn't we keep it far away from them?
It's a mask. I would wager that it's meant to be worn.
Should we smash it?
It seems like it might be useful. I mean, if we're gonna get more dream visions or whatever, we could, I don't know, try to use it in some way.
It's also dormant right now. Javi is still asleep, yes, but the mask is dormant. I would wager that it was activated once they wore it and went to sleep. What say you, Gassariad? And she's just going to hold up the mask kind of to them.
I think destroying it is a terrible idea. Io, I'm sorry. It warrants further study. Although I wouldn't go experimenting with it if it means that we're going to lose more people.
So it's a wait and see game still. Very well,
Right.
if it makes you nervous, Prolix, I will hold on to it.
Prolix looks over to Sender briefly.
Yeah? What?
Then Prolix shrugs. No, Prolix was just wondering for a second, is Sender okay with that? Because it was Sender picked up initially, but Kaiser's taking in control, and Sender is happy to allow that to happen.
Sender is going to look slightly conflicted about it, and more just guilty. He's just... Yeah, Sender's just slightly guilty of the fact that what was supposed to be an innocent gift may have put their friend in a coma.
Either way, I'll just be holding on to it until Javi decides. And Kaiser's just going to tuck it into a bag or pocket. Although perhaps we should all try to sleep in the meantime.
I could use a long sleep.
Couldn't we all? But perhaps we should be on guard anyway.
So, I will ask do you guys want to do a long rest as normal? And by that I mean set yourselves up for RP chats, or do you want to just fast forward through the long rest?
Didn't we do that last week? Last time? Pretty
That's what I'm asking. What would you want to do?
fast forward.
Fast forward?
Yeah, let's fast forward.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, we'll just say, yeah, you set yourselves up to kind of keep watch throughout the night. There is no change in Javi. They stay asleep the entire time. Prolix, I believe, is going to take a level of exhaustion for kind of keeping watch over Javi. But as you all settle down, you notice Seapor nearby, and they are no longer the Seapor that you recognize, but rather the blood-red bird that was in the vision.
Interesting.
Oh, that's ominous.
Fascinating.
Who died the bird?
Also, I think I'm going to say at this point, level up.
Level up! Yay!
Level up.
Level up, yay!
Get
Whoop.
yourselves to level 5.
Whoop whoop. How the frick do we level up?
It's been a
Underneath
while.
the profile picture.
Hmm?
I've popped out my character sheet and it's directly underneath my profile picture.
Yeah, that
Where
means
is the sheet?
absolutely nothing to me right now.
Character sheet,
Yeah.
profile picture in the top left-hand corner. Directly underneath is a little button that
Oh, right,
says
right.
level up.
Okay, I'm vaguely blind. It's fine. So, wait, what level were we just? Level 3?
You're level. No, you're level 4. So now you're leveling up to 5.
Heck yeah, we are.
Hell yeah!
Multi-attacks, spirit guardians, all that jazz. Here we come.
Woot! Ready,
Oh,
ready.
that's so many leveled spells that I can't even see what I want. Can I just filter on third level spells, please?
Well, the new sheets aren't as good for that kind of stuff. You could do it through the compendium to the side if you wanted. That'd be one way to do the filter, I believe.
Just
Alright.
open up a browser tab with just a list of the third level spells.
Oh damn!
Way easier.
All I get's the frickin' spells. Dodge.
Same.
Paladins get multi-attack at level 5, and they get access to second level spells. Clerics, I believe, I think it's more than that actually for clerics now for 2024.
I like this zone of truth.
Levels,
Mwah.
level spells, cleric level spell slot, cleric hit dice, seer undead, and domain spells. So,
Yes, Seer Undead. That is a new feature you get, I believe.
why couldn't I have that in Dragonlance?
Well, yeah, might have been useful. Seer Undead. Whenever you use Seer Undead, you can roll a number of d8s equal to your wisdom modifier, minimum of 1d8, and add it all together. Each undead that fails its saving throw against that use of turn undead takes radiant damage equal to its rolls total. So it is a big old undead AoE when you turn undead as well.
How many spells can I know? Oh, only
I
use...
think I'm gonna take a healing spell. I think I am.
Well,
At this rate, we're all fucking dying every 30 seconds.
Oi! Step off!
No, for real. As
Step
a prayer of healing, second level spell.
Yeah, but you can only use that out of combat.
yes.
Yeah.
Also, remember, Kim, paladins are prepared spellcasters, so you have access to all of the paladin spells.
But you have
It's
itty
just
bitty
about
spell
what you
slots.
prepare. No, well, 6 spell slots at level 5, I believe. Four level 1s and 2 level 2s. Yes.
Laughs in level 3.
Yeah. Full casters for the win. All that.
Oh my god, I've got Find Steed. Tiki, where are you? Giant mountain moves. Oh yeah.
Oh yes, find Steed, and that is a new major feature now for. All right, yeah. Kim, I totally forgot about this. Please tell me at your earliest convenience if you want anything special for your steed.
I'm still deciding if I'm going to take that one, but if I did, it
Oh
would
no,
be...
you get it by default now.
I get it
It's
by
new
default?
Faithful
That's
Steed.
awesome!
Faithful Steed. You can call on the aid of an otherworldly steed. You always have the Find Steed spell prepared. You can also cast the spell once without spending a spell slot. So it's one extra spell slot, kind of, for this. For just Find Steed.
Look, honestly, I was going to say, oh my god, I want a giant axolotl, but but no, I want something that can also swim as fast on land and water, so I want a giant crocodile.
You want Croc? Okay.
A saltwater crocodile is freaking fast on land. So yeah,
Kimmy,
saltwater crocodile.
Kimmy, you're missing
A riding
the
crocodile.
opportunity for a megalodon.
To have a seahorse, a megalodon, but it can't walk on land.
There are walking whales in the fossil record.
Okay, so
Yeah, but what about in this world we're in right now?
Kimmy, we're playing a fantasy game. I had a
I don't think-
robot that was a
I
dinosaur as an artificer, I'll remind you.
Ideally, I'd have a mount that could fly and swim and run,
No.
but there is no such creature.
No.
you get access to flying mounts when you get access to level 4 spells as a paladin. That's when you get the Find Greater Steed upgrade. But yeah, if you want a giant crocodile, I will absolutely give you a giant crocodile for your mount.
They're really fast on land, or at least I hope they are in this game, if their stats say that.
Nope.
No, 20 regular speed, 30 swimmer speed.
However,
No.
However, if you argued for a Carpo Suchus, which is a crocodile dinosaur, maybe.
No,
Can you spell that? See if I can find it.
K-A-R-P-R-O-S-U-C-H-U-S.
If Kim says no, then no.
No, if at this level, and seeing as we're not really in the ocean yet, and we probably won't get to the ocean until I level up again, I'm going to keep my steed as a land-based animal, because really I only need the speed to get across land. I already swim really, really fast. So, a land-based animal, really, really fast. I'm thinking like a moorbounder or...
Moorbounders are a bit too high CR. Let's double check the CR again. Oh no, CR1.
I would adore a Velociraptor. That's
Jesus
what I would adore. I would
Christ.
adore a Velociraptor. That's my favorite thing to ride in every game I have.
Kimmy, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Velociraptors are the size of Obi.
Yeah, but this is a fantasy game.
Then at least use the Utah Raptor, which would be correct.
What are they? Oh god, what are they called again? I know what there is one that you could use, but that is a CR2 creature, which I'm going to disallow. I'm going to say you can have up to CR1. Is there a good CR1 dino? There's the Hadrosaur, but they're CR1 quarter. They're not too fancy.
Yorick, it's called a giant owl.
No owls, no flying until access to level 4 spells, which is when is that for paladins?
I'm sorry.
Oh god, right at the end of the campaign, level 13.
I'm sorry. Did I ruin owls for you?
I got to admit, I'm loving this concept of zone of truth. Like, especially someone like me who wants to know the truth. That's a friggin' awesome spell for me.
If you want a moorbounder, that is absolutely fine. I will allow a CR up to a CR1 creature.
What's their speed? 30 feet? 20 feet?
Moorbounders have a speed of 70 feet.
Perfect. Just what I
They
wanted.
are fucking fast.
So she could be a tabaxi without actually being a tabaxi, is what I'm hearing.
And yes, they're pretty nasty as well. They've only got one attack. but it's 44 plus 4 slashing damage and plus 6 to hit. They also have a long jump of up to 40 feet and a high jump up to 20 feet. So they are big, basically giant cats that can leap massive distances and even kind of jump up as well. They don't have a climb speed, they're just mostly relying on their jumping to kind of like for verticality.
That's
But I will
perfect. That's exactly what I'm after. More bound of steed. And then, again, not too worried about water because I'm already a really fast swimmer. But when we get to flying steeds, I've got ideas. Can you imagine how pissed Seaport will be?
Let's see if I can give you a fresh Moorbounder.
Oh no. Shit. There's way too many spells I want. Yorick, this is a problem.
It's everything concentration.
Hi, welcome to spellcasting, Jack.
Paladin.
Everything's concentration. Everything high damage is concentration.
Let's give you this one and give you access to this. Him.
Is Summon Fey good?
Yes.
Because it can vary. There's a couple of different summon phase.
We'll be using the 2024 version for the most part. The downside of it is that you're going to need the component for it, which is pretty pricey.
Isn't that
I'll say the
flower, a gilted flower, worth at least 300 gold?
That sounds right.
Yeah. I remember correctly. It's pretty pricey. Naivara did have it, but she used it once, I think.
Is it consumed upon use of the spell?
No. Once you've got it, you've got access to it like that.
Counterspell wouldn't be good for a warlock since they've only got 2 goddamn spell slots.
Yeah, but you cast it at max
Still
level.
counterspell.
Yeah, I know, but I've got 2 spell slots.
Yeah. Fireball.
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians, yeah. The old fave.
I need to double check one of my spells because I'm like, do I go with because I can't resurrect anyone yet. Do I go with the Revivify?
Yeah.
So that's for anyone that's died within the last minute.
Yeah.
But it does cost a 300 gold diamond, which I don't know if you have access to yet.
Yeah, we might need to get that later.
No, it doesn't actually say that.
Buy later.
It doesn't actually say any component when I select the spell. This isn't actually showing anything.
I will double check to see if the 2024 version has changed. I will be very surprised if it has.
Oh wait, no, I can select multiple spells. I thought it was only locked to 2. This is fine. It's okay.
Oh yeah. You again, cleric, prepared caster. You have everything. Okay, Revivify 2024 still requires a diamond worth 300 gold pieces, which is consumed.
Just roll with it. Don't argue with the DM.
Life is expensive.
No, I'm gonna argue.
Oh, preach, Yorick. Preach.
Going to argue anyway. Except I'm not going to insult the DM like a certain someone. Stares at Jack. Because I'm not silly.
But the real big question now is, Samothrace, what is your mount called?
Wait, I actually have something for this. Can you give me just a minute? And I just have to quickly do something with the name.
Quick question while she's doing that. Vampiric Touch. Would Vampiric Touch be part of the multi-attack that I get from Pact of the Blade? Or is that either that or 2 attacks?
I'm just going to double check Vampiric.
Alright, I got it.
Because it counts as a melee spell attack.
Right. Usually with melee spell attacks, you only get to do them once, I think.
Yeah. Unless it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Which is a 5th level comes with extra damage.
It will. Yeah, it'll get relatively decent. It's still not the the best spell, unfortunately.
I'm just gonna message you their steed's name.
Okay.
I wish there was an easier way to add all these spells. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
grab a counter spell.
Well, I'm quickly going to change one of them up that I chose.
Please. And I can
See a
replace
better
that.
option.
Okay.
Wait, I have access to mass healing word? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
Decent little spell.
I'm just sad that I can't abuse the shit out of it like I did with Nivara's unicorn totem.
Yeah,
That was
wild.
broken. And you get
Yeah,
healing.
those
And you
druids.
get
Shepherd
healing.
druids are wonderful. Shepherd druids are so good.
So good. Oh, look at that. I have remove curse.
You have remove Kurtz.
Not remove curds.
Yes, DM looks directly into the camera. Narrative bullshit will stop that from working in this situation.
Tongues. Interesting spell. Ooh, what against spells? What against weapons? This is really taking a while.
I had a simple one. 4th level sorcerer, warcaster, friend cantrip, done.
I added 2, 4, 6, 8,
Friends
10,
cantrip, living
12,
dangerously.
14,
Oh yeah.
16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 27, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37 spells. And I had to add
Okay,
those all manually.
You have 37
Whoa.
spells?
Mm-hmm. That's
It's-
only at level 3 spells.
Wow.
It's prepared casters. Alright, I'm just having a look to see what. Okay. Tiny hut and slow. Okay, okay. I see you, I see you.
I had something else for slow earlier on, but to change that up. But I think
Okay.
Liamans is a really nice thing for sleeping time.
Yes. The only problem is it's not going to fit everyone in it. It'll fit it'll fit one
Yeah.
party in, but that's it. And then you can,
At the moment,
you
no.
can say, all right, Aya, you can come in. Dermot, you can come in. Garethard, can I come in? No.
I could specify everybody who can come
Yep.
in. It should just fit everybody.
Yeah, you can specify everyone except Galsariad.
He's a wizard. He'll survive, right?
I take. Now I'm awkward enough with people already. I don't want to add animals into the mix. Okay.
Are the animals gonna be your friend, Jack?
I don't know.
I'll say if you do want to go on for Summon Fae, Jack, then I will absolutely get that magical item to you sooner rather than later.
Okay.
Because it's a pain in the balls. Like, say, okay, I get this wonderful summon spell. Now I just need all this freaking gold and to be in a town or a place where I can get it, and it's a bother. I will get you if you want the summon spell. I will absolutely cover you.
Okay.
Can you summon a clue?
Oh,
Sorry.
I need my daughters here to kind of like womp womp into the microphone.
Womp
Um,
like that. Sorry.
yeah. They're upstairs right now. This is not the.
I'm gonna replace. Oh, I know. Comprehend languages is a ritual.
Oh.
What's the material for comprehend languages?
I don't think it. I mean, it's got flavor material, but I don't think it actually has a monetary material cost.
Okay. One second. I'm just gonna look it up.
Actually, I think I also have a language thing I got. Tongues.
You got tongue?
Not for you.
Is
I was
this-
actually
Save that for your husband.
debating if I would take tongues as well.
A miniature ziggurat. Where the fuck could you find a miniature ziggurat?
In a miniature Amazonian forest?
Considering
You can
a
find the
ziggurat-
big one. You can find the big one underneath Whitestan.
I was gonna say a ziggurat was what?
Really?
One of the 7 ancient wonders of the world? Mesopotamia, I think. Oh! The spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken or signed language that it hears or sees. Neat. Translation cheat.
Yeah, I'm gonna more specialize in the actual sword swinging attack thing, so I'm getting rid of a couple of my combat spells for something that's more utility focused, because I am going to be whacking things with a sword more effectively now.
Go, Jack! Whack that sword!
Jack, you realize utility is not combat, right?
I know, but my entire character and combat focuses around hitting things with a sword, and now I have access to Eldritch Smite and Thirsting Blade. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Cool. Yeah, the nitpick was with the language you chose there, not the spell.
Okay. Well, we've already established I'm a fucking dumbass, don't worry.
Don't say that shit!
He said it.
Then don't reinforce it.
I wasn't!
You were thinking it, and it was loud enough that I could hear it through your mic.
Don't mistake what you're thinking for what I said.
So, is everyone in a decent spot where we can continue now?
Yes.
1 second.
Yep.
Bloody summon Fae on you. There we go.
Weave necro. What the shit? Weave necro.
Visibility, comprehend languages.
Oh.
Okay, that should be good.
Oh. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Have you found one of the unofficial spells that's just nuts?
Weave necrosis. It's a bonus action. I do like.
Weave necrosis.
Yeah. Instead of healing, I can use it to harm. Unless it's undead, in which case I can heal the undead. That's nasty.
Right. So. Jack, are you in a good spot?
Yeah, I'm in a good spot. I'm done.
Okay. So, the morning comes. I'm going to actually give Prolix a level of exhaustion here, as he stays up most of the night, keeping an eye on Javi, who does not wake up. Seapor stays nearby also, and actually lands next to Javi for most of the night. And when the morning comes, how do you deal with Javi's body is the next question now. She is still limp, she is unconscious. Yeah, this is what 1 week off, and I am out of practice on mental discipline. It is annoying.
So they're out. Yes, they're still asleep.
They're out. They're still unconscious.
And not
Well,
too far from the Emerald Loop. Why don't we just lift them up and place them on Tiki, and we continue the journey?
We're already transporting a bunch of bodies. It would only make sense.
I think, given the current situation, Javi would forgive us for moving them onto the back of Tiki.
Although, I think it might be easiest for her if Prolux, Io, would you do the honors?
Say that again, sorry, Kana?
Prolux, Io, could you lift them up? I don't think they would appreciate anybody else.
Io goes, yeah, sure, I can do that. And Io will carefully lift Javi onto Tiki and kind of like, with Prolix's help, get them set up and in a position where they're not going to get themselves hurt or fall down. Io seems to know exactly what she's doing. Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, Kaisa's just going to kind of check on Javi to see if there's any change.
Yes, what check would you like to do?
Medicine?
Medicine, absolutely. 15. 15, there is no change, and you do notice that Javi is still dreaming. Still in a state of... Yeah, with a 15, just kind of like just on the edge. Very much just stuck in an REM state. And that does not seem to be changing even slightly.
Just kind of wiggling her claws over, like hovering over Javi's face. At least they. Fuck, I caught
Everyone's doing it now.
I've caught Yorick's disease. Well, at least they seem to be resting.
Are they going to be all right? Do you think, Kaisa?
I think they're just sleeping, stuck between a dream and a memory, maybe. But it's peaceful, I think. Damn it, what do you think? Galsarian too.
Dermot gets mostly the same as you. They're just in this magical slumber. Io is actually the one to speak up first, though. If it was anything like... Look, we didn't see much, but it was fucking nasty, whatever it was, right? What if Javi's stuck in that like a fucking nightmare?
Do you mean for the Red Moon, or...?
No, the weird fucking creepy kids room and the screaming.
I have a feeling it has something to do with also the necklace that Javi... Oh, it was a necklace, right?
Amulet, but yes.
Amulet. Yeah. The amulet that Javi picked up in the cave. Perhaps they've been exposed to more than we have.
I vote that we put a new rule saying that we don't fuck with any more magical items unless we're absolutely sure of what they do.
That's rich coming from you.
I did not think it would do that. That's why I'm taking this precaution now.
You said I was talking about the mask.
Speaking of the jewel...
What is your problem?
The sword. But yes, Galsarian.
May I take it to examine and study?
I just want to do like a bit of a... I want to check, but I'm not sure which one it is, to make sure his intentions are honest.
Yeah, insight.
Insight, that's the one. Insight check on Galsarian.
Actually, is Javi holding it? Or is like it around her neck? Their neck.
It's not a good insight check.
Don't you shake your head at Yorick.
It's fun, the shoe being on the other foot. Let's give a I'm just going to make a quick roll for Galsariad. Okay. Samafrey, your instincts are that you think you could trust Galside with this only because of the group they're around. They don't seem like they're going to just like swipe it and run. That would be a stupid thing to do, especially out here in the waste by themselves. Although I think you would also gather that there might be an argument or debate once you ask for it back. But
Won't be much of an argument.
It's a wizard.
So as Gulsariad takes that away, I just say, make sure we get that back, you hear?
Yes, of course.
Cool. In Sammy's mind, that's a verbal agreement.
In Galsariad's mind, sure, whatever, just let me take it. I want to check the shiny thing.
He is not going to do well against Faye, is he?
We shall see.
Keep in mind, Girls Harriet, that we take that seriously, unlike your team members. Kaisa just cuts her eyes across to Irvin.
What I do? I in any of
Had
this shit.
sticky fingers at the end of the cave. Don't think I forgot about it.
It was pretty good.
See,
Yes, that was really well played.
Yes, don't think I forgot about it, Waster Walker.
I thought we were friends, Casa.
We're friends, but I don't forget.
It was sneaky. It was sneaky, underhanded, and downright mean. I loved it.
Dishonest is what we call it.
Bloody impressive.
Well,
Ice is just gonna side eye kind of for that one.
we should get moving. Emerald Loop's not far off now, and who knows, maybe the Econ Sisters can help out.
Maybe.
The who?
The giant.
Acorn Sisters. Yeah, Drads live in the well, they run Emerald Loop.
Justice mentioned them before. Or did you forget that?
Oh, no, I forgot that. I think my mind was about 2,000 kilometers away in a lovely little town of Bali. Ah, the drinks.
I didn't know you knew such large numbers, Styx.
Oh, you'll be amazed how many drinks turn your fingers into lots of numbers.
What do we know about these dryads? Are they going to be a problem if we don't do something very specific to them?
The
Or
dryads. It's the natural order.
yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't really answer
Look.
my question.
Don't
What-
cut down trees within their grove, and you should be fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't look 'em funny. Don't pee on the grass.
Don't set them on fire.
Don't set them on fire.
Don't poison them.
Don't poison them.
And perhaps be honest.
And if you bow,
So-
bow slightly to the left, otherwise they'll take offense.
Offense.
Yeah, don't make any
To say
wood,
it a
don't
bit
do any
easier.
chiseling or woodworking either.
Look, and just
be a
remember,
podcast.
if you're not sure what to do, just leave.
Yeah.
Or ask.
Make
Ask
like a
never
tree,
hurts.
yeah.
So we're just confirming, Galsariad, you want to take this Jewel of Three Pairs to study.
I already have it.
You already have it? Well,
Yes.
okay then. When she gets back up and running, she will be expecting it
Hey.
back. Hey,
They.
Hey,
when Javi gets back up, you will be handing it back.
Why? I said I would.
That's good. Just confirming.
Keep in mind, I'll hold you to it. Den Marim to which den again?
Oh gosh. Ardith, yes. Ardith. Which is a pretty small one, I believe. although I need to double check that. I'm pretty sure it's a small den.
Anyway, keep that in mind, Gulthariot. Wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of the law.
I feel attacked at this moment, and I am going to choose to ignore it.
Why have you
and
done something
work.
wrong?
Kais is just gonna have a
He
little bit
begins
of a smirk
to.
on her face.
He begins to walk away. Maggie kind of chuckles, heads after him, and the swordfish head off.
Kais is just gonna
Kind of will probably
wink at Maggie.
react to. Kind of will probably react to Kaisa's remark, just loud enough for people to hear, but soft enough to seem like he's saying it more to himself. A couple of times, yes, he has done something wrong.
Yeah, Maggie will probably pick up on that. But probably just Maggie from the swordfish.
Kais is a little confused over that. Like, what exactly has he done wrong?
He's been needlessly suspicious of everyone else.
I'm sorry?
Yeah,
This
no,
coming from Senda?
Yeah, I know. It occurred to me right as it exited my mouth.
Did Kaisa ask that aloud or in her mind?
Oh no, Kaisa said this out loud. She just said that, you know, wouldn't want to steal
Oh no.
in front of the one from
My grievances
a den that deals more with the law.
are more from over a century ago.
And what exactly were those? Care to confess?
Well, do you remember when I was Sylara? I had to go away for a trip to Oman.
Vaguely, yes. Why? What did you do?
Well, I didn't do anything. Just wanted to head out the night before. Gulthariot had convinced a friend to let an accident happen to me. Luckily it was evaded. Nothing went wrong, but
Yes, but did he actually break a law? That's more what I'm concerned with. Or did he just convince you to do something unwise? Or was the friend?
well, assault is a crime, and conspiracy is.
Conspiracy? For what?
To actually commit a crime.
The crime being?
Some type of magical trap was set for me so I could break some legs.
Keep in mind that my level of crimes committed, the top is treason and aiding demons.
Aiding and abetting?
Something along those lines.
Something so wrong hasn't happened, but
Yes, keep in mind, unless you joined a cult for one of the betrayer gods, or murder,
Murder.
Murder.
I'm a little bit a reminder of what I've done. You remember, right?
you mean at Bassasan?
Yes.
Well, that cult was slain by you, yes, of course.
One of, yes. I doubt.
So what's your point, Kassa?
The point is, unless you do something monumentally stupid, say, oh, I don't know, say, joining a cult, treason, Luxon forbid destroying a beacon, opening the gates of the hells or the abyss. I'm ambivalent depending on the crime. I have more important fish to fry, so to speak. I may just give you.
Oh, I do understand. Although this one was a bit more personal, if you get my meaning.
Is it going to bite us in the ass? Yes, no.
I'll try not to.
That didn't answer the question, but alright. Keep your secrets.
Keep it hidden. I'll keep it safe.
Get out,
Nerd.
Anyway, shall we get going to the Emerald Loop?
Yes. So it is a relatively short distance. Well, a 15-mile roughly trek at this point. So it's going to take a chunk of the day. I'm not going to ask for a navigation roll because it is literally right in front of you where you're going. We can, however, have people who wish to scout or scavenge in order to keep your supplies up and potentially get the drop on any situations. If you so choose, if you don't want to do any of this stuff, we can just move forward as well. So if anyone does want to scout or scavenge, please place yourself on the scout or scavenge positions. Any scavengers?
Anybody wants to get some food?
Yeah, I want to scavenge. I want to find some food. Who jumped on me?
Yeah. Lizard.
I'm fast when I need to be.
Who is helping and who is maining?
I'll help Kaiser.
Okay. All right, let's do the scavengers first. Sam, if you want to give me... Oh gosh, where's my chart? I think it's nature or survival? I think?
Yep,
Where's my...
should be.
I'll do a survival. It wouldn't be perception, would it? No.
No, nature or survival, please. DC
16!
10. Okay, 16. Okay, Kaiser. Can I get... Yeah, same one. Can I get either a nature or survival check, please, with advantage? Nice! 22.
+6, baby.
So, getting close to the woods at this point, which I do have the name of the wood as well.
Is it the Dark Woods?
Oh yeah, of course,
The
our
one-
proficiency bonus is increased.
Yeah, PB's up to 3 now. Yes, this is the Wandering Oaks
+9s.
Grove. Yeah, Kaiser, you'd know about this place. It's called the Wandering Oaks Grove because it was founded by a treant originally that kind of set themselves down to create this wooded area,
The
which
Oaks also
became.
wander?
So yeah, there is plentiful game and even some fruit nearby as well. So that is 2 days worth of rations gathered. Let's make a note of this. So previously you were. I need to organize this better. I need to have a better organization of the freaking Word document. My God.
It's close to the table.
I'll sort this out so you get 2 days rations.
Use Notepad, it's easier.
No.
Might be.
No.
Um,
Do you want us
and
to keep
can
a
I?
table? Do you want us to keep a table?
I can do it. It's fine. I can keep an eye on it.
Okay.
I just need to find where I'd written the previous bunch of results. And then, can I get a perception check from Kaina, please? DC 10.
That's an 18.
Nice.
Nice.
18. And then a perception check with advantage from Sender.
Okay. What is that, natural?
Natural
20.
20. Nice.
Is that a natural
No,
20?
it's not.
No,
No,
it's
19. 19.
19.
I was just an up logo. It's almost
Yeah,
natural
yeah,
20. Almost.
because advantage. Yeah, 19. So 24. Okay. And that is going to give you a bit of extra detail before you arrive at the Emerald Loop. But we shall do that after the break. How long do people want? 10 minutes or 15?
15.
That
I'm
is
gonna make
good.
tea.
15 is good. Okay.
And 15 it is.
Okay, so back
Sorry.
at quarter to the hour.
No worries.
Lovely, back soon.
Thank you.
Not
Bye.
that I'm going anywhere.
I go AFK.
Dang.
Also be making some tea.
Oh, I just saw Nick. Oh.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm here.
Welcome here.
Beck's really sad she couldn't actually join from Japan for the session.
But being in Japan is another thing entirely.
I know. She's like, wait, let me go back to it. It was the... Oh yeah, I hate seeing everyone in chat, lol, and I'm like, rip you. And it's like, you're in Japan. True. Joward is eating octopus. I don't want to do that. It's like... She's in Japan. She doesn't get to complain.
Eating octopus. Oh wait, no, she's not eating
not.
octopus.
She's not, but Joward's namesake is.
I always almost wanted to say day for back. I almost wanted to say day for back.
No, it's for Javi, remember?
I do, that's why I say almost.
Yeah. I mean, Yorick got me to say she for Javi. And Jack and I have both been going they. They. Except for when I've had to talk about Javi and then I've defaulted to Yorick's she. And it's driving me nuts. We'll be back in 1 sec.
Unfreaking acceptable. Why do we have two horizon backs, or not horizon backs, what are those things called again?
More bounders.
More bounders, indeed. Why do we have two now?
Yeah,
Exactly. I know who rice pudding is. Nordberg? Oh, pronounce it the Dutch way, Noordsberg. I prefer the Dutch pronunciation here, Noordberg.
I was going to say, listen here, the Flying Dutchman. It's probably Kim's mouth.
Ah,
So she was like, more bounder.
but I will not do it in an English pronunciation. I will not do that.
More bunder?
Of what?
Noordsberg.
The second more bounder. Also, did you get
Yes.
cold, Yorick?
It is a bit chilly here, yes. I put my dressing gown on.
I mean, it was 18 degrees this morning. I was like, do I need a jumper?
Of course, for you, well, for us, it's technically getting warmer, but
Okay, the joke
Well,
is...
it's just 18 degrees. It's like a nice temperature outside.
Okay, Casper, the joke is that for Queenslanders, the normal
That's
temperature
cold.
for summer for us, and keep in mind we've gone into autumn now, the normal temperature is at least 32 degrees in autumn. Our summer temperature is like 45 degrees, 40 degrees. Between
How can you stand it?
Yeah.
Aircon and
Any-
lots of water.
Yeah, lots of water, stay out of the sun, aircon. But the temperature today, when I left for work in the middle of the day, was 28 degrees, I think.
That is still bloody warm.
And it's autumn for us.
Currently, it's 17 degrees for me in spring.
Okay, for us in autumn, the temperature is 18 degrees for morning, and that's at 5:45 in the morning.
It changes though. Like
Yeah.
it suddenly out of nowhere we'll have like a 30-degree morning going, oh my god, what is this? And then like the very next day it'll be pouring rain and it'll be like 22 degrees. I'll be like, what the hell?
It was
The weather
16.
here is
It
wild.
was 16 degrees on one of the rainy mornings, and it was like, do I need to pull out a jumper? It's vaguely cold.
Okay, on 16 degrees, then yes.
Like,
On some
come
on
visit
some
us,
of our
Casper. Come visit us in summer, Christmas time, summertime, in January, whatever. Visit us and suffer.
I still would like to once go for like half a year to Down Under, but during the heat of summer, I would like to be in South Island of New Zealand. Otherwise, it will be just too hot for me.
You realize that the sun in the South Island is worse, right? In summer.
Yes, but it's less hot. It's for me more about the temperature, not about the sun.
It kind of goes like hand in hand.
No, because the sun is also just the UV radiation. And if you go somewhere up into the Southern Alps, it should be a bit cooler. Because you're also up high.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
some winter mornings here in Brisbane, I have to have jumper and like a tracksuit pants early in the morning at 5 o'clock because it's like 12 degrees. Then the middle of the day, it gets up to like 26, and we're down to like shirt and shorts. And then at night,
And that's
we're in our
winter.
onesies. Yeah, and that's winter.
Yeah, winter. We have that good, like, tropical kind of weather.
"26 degrees in winter? You guys are making me jealous. For the winter temperatures, not the summer ones.
Come visit us in winter, then.
Yep.
Your exchange.
We have a very
No,
interesting season system because we have 9 months of summer and then 3 months of Australian summer.
Okay, Australian summer is Satan's armpit. We have 6 months of summer, 3 months of Satan's armpit, and then 3 months of like. It could be winter in like the United States. Or, you know.
I don't know about the States.
Yeah.
Not a good analog.
Anyway, come visit us. You should totally do that.
It's on my bucket list.
Yorick too, if you can.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
But the amount of money just for the flight back and forth is something I currently can't afford.
Yeah.
It is very expensive.
Yes. And since I recently bought a house,
Oh, you
the
want a
mortgage
house?
is a bit more of a... Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Congratulations on that. That's awesome. Huge.
That's why I couldn't be here 3 weeks ago.
House tour. Video it.
Oh my god, you'll have stable Wi-Fi. Ah!
It's the same house I've been living in for the past years.
Cool, cool.
But it's now mine.
Video record it and like post it to the Discord going, this is my house, I bought this. And we can all be like, wow. Millennial dream. Wait, what year were you born?
Oh, he's not
99?
millennial, is he?
Sorry.
I'm Gen
Is he
Z.
millennial?
Oh shit, you're a Gen Z?
I'm a Gen Z.
Gasps
You're
in
Jack
millennial.
Yeah.
I
So
thought it
yes,
was
the
Gen X.
millennial dream Gen Z can do.
That doesn't seem right. The millennials think.
Mhm. Disapproving millennial noises.
Mm.
You're far too cheerful. Stop that.
Who, me
What is the
or
current,
Yorick?
what is
No,
What is the
you,
current gen?
Casper. Alpha.
Alpha? Because Gen
They
Alpha
moved-
are
Really?
currently
They moved
miserable
on
as
to
No,
the
fuck.
Beta is
Greek.
already getting born.
Oh,
They're moved
Can
on
Gen
to
Beta is already getting born.
the Greek
can you
alphabet.
imagine the memes gonna come out once the Gen Beta is born? Oh, you an Alpha or Beta?
It's in Greek, so it
Gen
doesn't
Beta
count.
is getting born.
It's Greek, so it
Since
doesn't
last
count.
year, it's Gen Beta.
All the Greeks were betas. We all know this.
Fair.
Tell me.
But in that sense, I'm also a beta.
I'm refraining from saying what popped into my mind right then. Casper,
That is a smart choice.
Say it.
you're a bottom.
What's up with that?
Nothing.
Whoa, yeah, tell him, Casper.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting over here in the high position of asexual, going, sucks to suck.
I kind of zoned out for a second there, and then I heard your comment, and I was like, "What is happening? Where did this
I'm sorry,
conversation go that way?"
I'm sitting up on
Oh, that
high
was the best.
from the position of I'm not ruled by my hormones.
That's actually
Oh, that
been,
is so good.
that's been one of Styx's lines in the past at LARP. It just says, "Look, Styx is asexual. That's right, asexual deviant."
No.
Wow. Wow. Just wow.
No.
Seriously.
Sitting
It's
on high
asexual.
because I'm
It's
way
just
above. I'm way above all you weak heteros and gays.
I've had one line that
And
was
hands,
very
like everything
was-
else.
it was
Everything.
very I had one line that was very borderline that nearly got me. Had a admin come over and say, "Okay, ease up," and it was, "Look, there is 3 things that goblins love: elves, women, and what we do to elven women." Right.
I just
That's
love that
just
you
wrong.
started that story by saying an admin told you to ease up, but you still told the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the admin came over to him after he told the story.
Yeah, it was just, that was very funny but borderline. Watch it.
And if they're telling you to watch it in Oz, my goodness.
Yeah, but how could Styx tell the difference between a young elf, a middle-aged elf, a milf, a melf, and a gelf?
It doesn't matter.
And here we are.
Sorry,
So
I'm sorry.
Sender and Kaina, with that very successful scout check. I am gonna allow you two to actually get first dibs on what happens here. What we're gonna say is that between the two of you, you get the sense that something is not quite right. I'd say for Sender, probably just something scratching the back of your mind, saying, "Well, keep your guard up here." And for Kaina, I double checked, and Emerald Loop is about 150 years old. So that might mean maybe a previous life of Kaina has actually been here.
So Lara then would have been probably
Yes, and
big chance.
the Emerald Loop is very much a let's just say cheery place. It is a very upbeat place. It is a place of green and liveliness in the otherwise desolate and survival-ridden wastes. And the sense you get, kinda, upon arriving here is that something is off. So, the two of you, do you want to scout ahead by yourselves with that scout check?
This
And do you...
this does seem wrong, Sender.
I
Should be all jovial here. Lively.
I can make myself invisible and scout ahead if you think something's wrong here.
I prefer... Honestly, let's not split up. I think it's best to go back to the group. Head in together.
Okay.
You're not God.
Just get ready for the worst.
Oh, hello.
Can I get food?
Now is a very bad time, unfortunately.
Oh
If
my
you
god, a
you'll see if
halfling.
Yeah, you're gonna come on the camera?
She's already
The
on
camera's on.
camera. We can see the teddy bear on her shirt.
There's a halfling!
You're not sure what to do now at all, are you? There should be snacks in there. If you can't get to snacks, let me know and I'll get something for you, okay?
Hi, halfling.
Oh, it's actually quite funny. A local game store that recently opened. The owner, he called his store the Happy Halfling because of his daughter. Is the story that one time showed up at the table and was like, "Oh, what a happy halfling! Oh, I know what to name my store now."
Hooray.
That's kind of cute.
That's really cute.
It opened like last month. It's an amazing store.
Nice.
I want halfling stuff. Oh goodness, if I did go over that far, it'd be I'd make them go to New Zealand and say, let's do the Lord of the Rings tour.
Let's get to
Oh.
Hobbiton.
Yeah, just don't take an orc mask like Nick did.
It was a goblin. Get your species right. Alright?
Do goblins
And
even know
goblin-
Lord of the Rings?
Kimmy, that's rich for someone that doesn't allow the goblin
According
mask
to
onto the top floor.
according
of
to
your
the
house.
lore, goblins have been in the Shire.
Yeah, true. Absolutely true. Oh my god. Thank you, Lord Dump.
Anyway, continue.
It was not during the time of the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. A couple of 100 years before that, but they have been there.
No, look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I know my lore.
Studied the Cimmerillion.
Actually, yes.
Oh my
Anyway.
god.
That's just impressive.
No, he's an ultra
Yes,
nerd.
while you chased girls, I studied the Silmarillion.
Wait, what's that? Who's-
Did you know the holy word from the Silmarillion?
Anyway. continue.
So anyway,
Hey, I'm sorry, but there's Stephen Colbert. You can still be famous.
What? Yep, okay. well,
He's
do
like
you-
the biggest Lord of the Rings nerd.
Hi, halfling!
Halfling!
give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go hunt for food.
Separate.
Oh,
He's
he's
going to-
scavenging.
Yeah, thank you. I was about to say that. Foraging. And
P.S.
and
Roll a
here we
survival check,
see,
Yorick.
and here we see a DM scavenging for his youngling. In their natural
Wait, a
habitat.
youngling? Don't say the word youngling.
Are you gonna go Anakin Skywalker on that? Oh
If
wow,
they're
you're
younglings.
you're an ultra nerd, Casper.
Yes, thank you. That's a compliment.
Anyway,
I
yeah,
found this amazing. Well, until he gets back, Snarks, we were at Supernova. By the way, Nick, have you shared your photos of your costume from Supernova? And I found this
think I did
amazing
see-
store called 10 Points, and
okay.
it just has the coolest stuff.
Also,
have
please show me the baby. I haven't seen the baby tonight. Pick up the baby. Pick him up. Show me the baby.
Baby?
The dog. It's their dog, Obi. There, look, baby.
I can't see the baby.
Kim's
Want to
holding
see
the baby.
There it is. I see them. Oh.
He's
Right.
very sweet.
It's a puppy.
He's a puppy. He's very much a puppy. Actually, all dogs are puppies. Doesn't matter
Actually,
how
I want to test this.
At the moment, I use my voice sounds normal or different.
Whoa, that was a little evil.
Yes.
I don't think the dog heard
Evil,
that.
I can do evil.
Okay, the baby's literally being hugged by mom. I don't think he heard any of that, nor does he care.
He's very sleepy.
Okay.
With me in enormous strength.
You can put the baby back. Also, Casper, that voice changer becomes very muted.
Yeah, it didn't come.
Is this
Yeah,
and
it
this
makes
one?
you much quieter.
Yes, but this one shouldn't.
It's very hard to understand as well. Okay. Anyway, back to D&D, nerds. Let's
Clap. So,
Normal quest.
yeah, the party, or rather Sender and kind of choose to get the entire party together for this. So, and it is quite the entourage. Let's actually move you over onto the map at this point as well, and give you some flavor text. A large stand of trees rises out of the barren wasteland. The leaves of dozens of towering oaks rustle in the breeze, and the scent of a bonfire wafts from a trail of smoke rising from somewhere ahead. The path moves through the trees, and it is deeply rutted by the work of countless wagon wheels. A wooden sign posted at the head of the path bears the decorated shepherd's crook that is the holy symbol of Melora, the Wild Mother, and the words underneath, Emerald Loop Caravan Stop. As you make your way through with Tiki and the rest of you, pushing through, rather than having the wagon wheels, you've got your beasts of burden instead. You would see also massive footprints of other horizon backs that have kind of moved through this place as well as probably the odd overturned tree. And the forest pathway opens up into this large clearing, which is what you see in front of you now, nearly 100 feet across. You see, just from the ring of caravans directly to the east of you, the source of the kind of smoke, a large campfire. You can just about see it through the edges of the ring of caravans. There's also a massive adult horizon-back tortoise to the south of you, and you see a handful of goblins sitting upon it, of kind of different ages. Closest to you, actually, you see a very young goblin looking down as you arrive, and she gives you a little cheerful wave, which is not
I never wave
matched.
back.
She sees you, looks down. Oh, Blue! But her enthusiasm is not matched by the other goblins of this tortoise. It is this massive house on this thing's back, and you see the goblins there looking furtively over towards the scene to the north and east of you. You see a group of what many of you recognize. Let's see who's going to recognize. Samafrey, Goblin Sticks, Kaisa, your locals and such you'd recognize, and Kaina as well, being from this kind of place previously. A group of nomadic wastelanders, which kind of represented by the bugbears and humans, standing just in front of two dryads that are like standing serenely behind them. And they are currently facing off against a group of Aurora Watch and their little camp area. And you see them pull out the body of a dead Aurora Watch member. And one of the Watch shouts out to these wastelanders, "Which one of you did this?" And you see the wastelanders kind of quickly form ranks, and one of the bugbears just growls back, "We ain't killed none of yours! We've been here all night!" From the back of the pack, your group, you hear Irvin go, "Oh shit."
Friends of yours?
They're old friends. Those lot waste workers, my old clan.
How friendly are we talking
I didn't
here?
really leave the waste workers on the best of terms, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna make myself scarce.
No worries. You get out of here.
He's going to hide
And
behind us.
Irvin is going to make a stealth check and peace out. Okay. He rushes off a little bit too fast, you see. But does kind of like quickly disappear into the forest behind you.
Great.
Trelva and Joward, however, kind of seeing this going on, do quickly start to stride forward towards the rest of the Aurora Watch to go and see what is going on. The swordfish, those that remain, start kind of quickly forming ranks, but not apart from you. They just kind of like go around Io and start asking what she wants to do. In the meantime, what do all of you do?
Kaisa's gonna move forward.
China will
'Cause
prob-
she's
just
got-
start walking forward,
She's got
showing a bit of a bigger image. Let me quickly see how long this will last.
Kaina, do you have any experience with bugbears?
And while walking forward, just cast Thaumaturgy upon himself just to seem more, bigger, intimidating posing.
Yeah, booming voice, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
I just walk forward. Gentlemen, what's going on here?
With Thaumaturgy, you absolutely get all of their attentions rapidly, and suddenly there are a dozen different eyes pointed towards you, including that of the two dryads. You can see them here. They turn almost emotionlessly towards you. The Waste Walkers kind of like turn around in alarm, some kind of reaching for the weapons. The Aurora Watch, for their part, just seem annoyed by this interruption. One of the leading members of the Aurora Watch just shouts back, "This is none of your concern. Please stand away, citizen."
People are getting hurt? It is. No need for
Uh,
weapons. Let's talk it out, please.
Sender
Kaina,
moves up behind Kaisa, and basically there to support Kaisa. She thinks this is a bad idea, so...
Kaina, stand
Come on,
down.
Kaina! Get back here!
I think that
Kaina,
was the door. 1 second.
Oh, you about to get thumping. Sorry, Casper.
Yeah, I think Kaina's about to get whacked so hard.
Okay, sorry, back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Kaisa's going to kind of stride forward and just hiss at Kaina.
Kaina, stand down.
Sammy's straight up on his other side, going, "Kaina, step back, hon. Step back. It is not the right time to get involved here."
Kaisa's going to stride forward and stare directly at the Aura Watch while raising the what's the amulet of the Luxon at the Aura Watch.
Mhm.
On behalf of Denmarim, stand down.
Give me a persuasion or intimidation check with advantage.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I support that one? Seeing
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
standing
say-
right alongside.
Which one?
Yeah,
Intimidation or
um,
persuasion? Persuasion.
With
Quite
advantage.
interesting that you tell Kaida to stand down and then go ahead doing stuff.
Nice.
22.
Okay.
Intimidation to support.
Yeah, this is interesting. I will take one moment to mirror that with Casper. Kaisa and Samafre both have ties with the Aurora Watch and the governance of
Side note.
the dynasty. Mhm.
Side note. Having had a bugbear life, in Kaiser's third
Bugbear or
life,
hobgoblin?
bugbear
Okay.
in Chigao as a fighter.
Okay.
Would she be able to communicate with them?
They're speaking common anyway. But do
Probably
you
I'm not
speak
going to
goblin?
take that very well. No, I do not in this life. Apparently.
So, yeah.
Translate well.
There's only so much you can add to your sheet. They're speaking common, so there's no necessary need to speak goblinoid at the goblinoids.
She's
but
just
yes,
going to turn to them and just go, "Come, enough."
just to forward this moment. So yes, you do have these two officials in their own ways of the dynasty, although one is lapsed and the other is more unknown. And yes, I suppose Kine would have a moment where he's like, am I one of these people or not anymore? He certainly has the memory to have been very much involved in dynasty politics.
He will more be showing just a sense of, I'm well dressed, I behave important, I am important.
I see. And then is immediately shut down by the dynasty members among the party.
Sorry, Casper.
He will. I didn't continue on in Casper, but kinda will probably just still stay forward, throwing loudly, and that guy and Sam, I'm afraid, just throw their things off, but still be like really present and wanting to talk. He's not picking up.
I'll say, do give me a persuasion check as well, please, Kaina. Or whilst these guys.
Natural 1. Still a 10.
Still a 10. Still a watch. So I think that tells the story that kind of steps forward.
Wait. I had thaumaturgy, so.
Oh, he did.
Thaumaturgy works, I believe, on intimidation. Double check that though for me, just in case.
Checking it right now.
It's intimidation and performance, I think.
Stupid. Intimidation, yeah.
Advantage on
Yes.
charisma, yeah, checks.
And unless you have an argument against me, Casper, I'd say that would have been a persuasion check you were making there.
He, with the thaumaturgy in the booming voice, he really wanted to show up the presence, not just like, hey, I am here, listen to me. Not just, hey, hello there, can you... But yeah.
Yeah.
Give him this mission.
I think I'm going to let the dice tell this particular story right now, but I'm definitely not going to shut kind of down for any further inroads. But at this point, kind of has not made an inroad in any of this group, but there will be chances later. Right now, the Aurora Watch immediately look over. See your status as a cleric of the Luxon. And Samarfrey, do you have any iconography on you? Any
My
official?
Armor. That's pretty much it. Just my armor, and it's not. It's older, damaged, a bit beaten, but recognizable as what it once was. I suppose it's just that the
Which is watch armor.
Watch armor, but the official sigils have been scratched off, like filed off. But it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's standard issue kind of thing, so it's recognizable, if not. But at the same point, I would assume that the fact that it's standard issue armor means probably a lot of people wear it secondhand. It's probably not necessarily like a thing of like, oh, you've got armor, you must have been a watch. A lot of people probably have it
That-
and go into an op shop.
I'd say the dynasty is pretty would look down and get you in trouble for that kind of stuff. I think in Jigal you get away with it.
Yeah. In that case,
because Jigal is
recognizable.
they're having trouble keeping on top of anything.
Congratulations, you just got made my second.
Kind of here, yes.
Yay.
I think they would look to the cleric of the Luxon and say, cleric, do you have any ability to speak with the dead or otherwise help? We have lost a member of our guard here. There's been a murder. And we have reason to believe that these nomads committed it. The waste walkers kind of like snort. What? One of the bugbears again decides to be the spokesperson here. And what is that? Like I said, we have been right back here all night. We've been minding our own business, watching our trading post. And one of the watch members picks up a handful of fur. Bugbear fur, sir.
Kaiser just, Samafre just leans over to Kaiser and just very covertly just says, fur can be acquired from anywhere. Those things shed like you wouldn't believe in summer. That's not enough evidence. If you're going to speak with them, they need more.
Oh, I'm aware. We spent time with that fur. Long enough to know.
And she'll just raise her voice.
Conveniently for you, I can.
And, 1 second, I'm actually looking at Speak with Dead.
You have it prepared is the question now. Did you prepare it as part of your long rest?
I'm gonna say yes, considering I didn't actually prepare anything.
Oh, cheeky. We're gonna roll a luck check. I'm
Okay.
gonna say roll a d20, 15 plus, and yes.
Dang it! No, I didn't roll it then. Damn it.
Okay.
Rude.
There's nothing stopping you from preparing it, however, this night.
Cool.
If you give me enough time, I can certainly prepare a spell to figure it out. However, in the meantime, would anyone be opposed to my companion and I interviewing people the old-fashioned way to find out who's lying and who's not?
The watch officer who has been speaking with you nods. Any help would be appreciated in proving that these
Yes, go
waste
on.
walkers cannot be trusted.
Kaiser's going to maintain eye contact with him and just say,
Considering I in my third life was a bugbear, would you continue? Please, continue.
Sherwood will actually also step forward at this point. Who is the ranking officer? And with a little bit of investigation, it is determined that the dead member was the ranking officer, and now Jawed actually has the highest rank among the watch. he looks back to the rest of the party and does agree with you, Kaiser. Any help would be appreciated. Do what you need to do.
Good.
I shall organize this group. And the waste walkers look over and go, "We ain't got nothing to hide. We'll be around the campfire."
Good, then you're not opposed to waiting for a zone of truth.
We run a trading post here. We ain't going nowhere.
Good. Then we have no issues.
And they, I think with those checks previously, any hostilities, immediate hostilities are ceased. And the waste walkers head back into the ring of caravans and just kind of like keep to themselves. The dryads, for their part, do step forward. Here's when our voices started going. I'm doing too much of the bugbear stuff. They step forward. I am Lanata, and this is Roba. Welcome to the Emerald Loop.
Thank you for your hospitalities.
Kaiser's just going to nod her head down.
Well met.
They bow also, briefly. Are you here on business? Are you passing through? State your intentions.
We are partially passing through. We do, however, have some unfortunate souls that need to move towards... What was the town that was closest that had a Luxon beacon?
Asarius. So it'd be a case of like taking a brief stop here before heading west to Asarius, unless you chose to head to east to Rashana instead.
Okay. I think the original plan was for us to keep heading towards Bazazan and them to head towards Asarius? Neat.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, part of our party is to head towards Asarius with some unfortunately deceased party members to head towards a beacon of the Luxon, while the rest of us head towards Bazazan. We are mainly
At this point,
passing through.
At this point, Io strides forward, kind of like quite roughly, just putting hands on Kaina and Kaiser's shoulders as she kind of forces her way through, and just immediately, she is around 6 foot. She is a tall lady.
Kaiser's taller than
Kaiser's taller. Okay.
Kaiser is
How tall is Kaiser?
Let me look that up.
She made the right choice, pushing between those two.
Frick.
Yeah, Kaina is just a tiny bit smaller, 5'10".
Kaiser's
Yeah, I'm
6'2".
about 5'10".
Kaiser's 6'2".
Okay, so she jostles her way through and just immediately goes, "We got someone who's like fallen asleep and she won't wake up. Fuck they. I'm still doing it. Although I think I know Io makes sense. Io makes sense actually that she is referring to Javi as a she because they've immediately recognized them as sisters. So I'm not going to stop doing that with Io, who is a bit less sensitive. She's back here. She won't wake up. We think she's fucking dreaming. I don't. Please, do you have any do you know any tricks? Any druid bullshit? Come on. The sisters, the Acorn sisters, look to each other and then towards the group to see if they support or decry this.
She's asleep.
We just need assurance that it's going to work itself out, I guess.
How would they know that, Cinder? You're not even up here. Oh yeah, wait, no,
Send
you
a
are.
step forward. Send a step
Yeah,
forward.
Just behind Samarfay's shoulder, he has a plan about something, but is waiting for everyone else to get their business done.
Javi is asleep. That's all we can figure.
Magically asleep.
But even then, barely.
The Dryads do say that they will have a look at Javi.
Kreis is just going to kind of indicate to is Prolix driving TV?
Prolix is... Yeah. What I'm going to say is Io, Javi, and Dermot are going to be basically in the rear guard with Javi, whereas Maggie and Galsarid will step forward and try to help out in this. Galsarid does step forward and go, oh, the fucking nomads are at it again, are they?
Have you ever spent any time as a nomad, Galsariad?
No.
Then close your mouth.
If
Kreis, sorry.
these fucking savages are killing Aurora Watch, then we should better do something about it.
If, indeed, if. Let's first figure out if that if is true or not.
These situations are never as simple as they appear.
Galsariad, you do realize I've spent some time as one of those savages, right?
I don't rightly care.
Oh,
If
don't. You could spend your next life as one, should you be consecuted.
I could, yes.
Then perhaps
I will pray to the Luxon that I am not.
as someone
No.
who's been dedicated to the Luxon for 3 lifetimes, the Luxon doesn't care what you think. The Luxon will give you a lesson whether you like it or not. Hold your tongue.
And they are still people. If they have done nothing wrong, we shouldn't persecute them.
What kindness said. Or have you
Maggie
been-
puts... Mhm.
Or have you been too sheltered in Rasana?
Galsarid's eyes narrow, but Maggie puts a quick hand on his shoulder and he looks up at her. Just let me help.
No one's denying your help or denying your attitude.
Let's just get to the bottom of this, yes?
Yes.
Kaisa, I believe this is your area of expertise. How should we proceed?
We're going to need some time, at least until I can prepare certain spells. So
Where'd
get
the Dryads go?
comfortable.
I might be able to...
Mhm.
Would the Dryads be able to help with the investigation?
They're going to Javi.
Yeah, they're currently behind you with Io, Dermot, Prolix, and Javi. If you want to approach them, you can do. So yeah, this is a case of now you have an investigation to
Yay!
to join if you so wish. So the question is now,
So
how do you want to do it? Who do you want to go for? You've got quite a few people around here. You've got the group of waste walkers, kind of bugbears and humans and a hobgoblin. You have the Aurora Watch. You have this family of goblins that are like watching from the horizon back toward us. And you've got the Dryads, the Acorn Sisters. What would you like to do?
I want to go talk
Sam,
to the victims first. So the Waste
Okay.
Walkers.
They're not
The
the victims.
they're not the victims.
Oh, sorry, the
Aurora-
you know who I
Aurora
mean.
Watch.
The Aurora Watch. Yeah.
Side note to Yorick, my
Mhm.
character sheet is in fact playing up, and I have tried to prepare spells. As soon as I exit out, it auto prepares everything. I cannot choose.
Have you tried reloading?
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to do a long rest to
No,
pre-prepare spells?
no, I am just trying to prepare and unprepare spells.
Okay.
I mean, I can try a long
So
rest, but whether or not that actually does anything.
there was a way of checking to see if it was paired or not. I can't remember what it was.
Sorry, ticking take me to spell management after a long rest. Okay, there. it
Can you
goes.
do the spell preparations there?
Yes, I'm going to untick everything, but I can't check how many spells I can have prepared.
So as a cleric, I was just looking at it a minute ago. I think it's 9 at this point. Let me just double check that.
And which levels?
At level 5, as you want to split them out, yeah, you can prepare up to 9 spells between levels 1, 2, 3 in whatever order you wish.
Okay. If other people want to roleplay stuff while I try and sort that out, go for it.
I want to go and talk to the Aurora Watch people. Am I allowed to do that?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, I would like
let's-
to go the same time to go to watch the Waste Walkers. But let's
Waste Walkers, okay.
Sam go first.
Styx is gonna. Sorry, one moment. Styx was gonna yell out to Samurai before she goes. Samurai,
Yeah.
wait, come back.
What is it, Styx?
Okay, look. To get in the good books of these dryads, it looks like we gotta solve this thing. Now, we might have a way. Just hear me out. That we can benefit out of this if we solve it.
Sammy just raises an eyebrow, like, "What are you thinking?"
No, look. I just give me your hand. You too, Kaiser. He's gonna extend a hand to each one.
I hold out my gauntleted hand.
Very suspect hold out hand.
He's not about to hurt us, so I'm like, "Yeah, here you go." I hold out my hand.
I doubt
Alright.
he could. Probably.
You have an hour to do this, so don't waste time. Make use of it. And I'm going to twin spell enhance ability on both of them.
Yes.
And they can choose whether it's charisma, whatever ability score, and they'll have advantage on those ability checks.
You're right.
Nice. Thank you, Styx.
So, what do you want to go for? You want it for charisma, or a different ability score? 'Cause it
My
does get
charisma's
locked in.
pretty high.
It does get locked in, I believe, upon casting the spell.
It is, so they got to choose now. Do you want to be talking or do you want to be investigating?
I want to be investigating.
I want to be talking.
Okay, so charisma on Kaiser. I will allow this. I'm not sure if this is
I can't
rules as
actually
written,
look
but
at
I'm
my character sheet right now. I'm
My character sheet, I've got like a +6 in charisma.
okay. So, Sam, afraid you want to go for intelligence or wisdom. So, intelligence is for investigation.
Oh, intelligence, 100%. I'm not good with intelligence.
Advantage on intelligence checks. Understood.
Yes, please.
I'm currently still trying to figure out fucking stuff.
Meanwhile, kind of just walking off towards the Waste Walkers.
Okay.
Styx just missed kinda. He was looking at those two.
Okay. And Styx, is that all you're contributing, or are you going with one of the groups here?
After everyone makes their choice, if no one goes to the goblins, then Styx will go to Little Chesper on the side.
Okay. Sender, what are you doing?
I am going to come up to the dryad that's right there,
Okay.
and just politely try to get her attention.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So, just let's make sure everyone's in the right spot now, so I can see if there are any scenes where there are two players. So Kaiser,
Yes.
where are you going first?
So I'm still preparing spells, but I was going to go to Aura Watch to get
Aura
the
Watch.
dead one.
Okay, I think Galsarid will just follow suit there, and I think Maggie will follow Kaina to the Waste Walkers. All right, and then the question is, who wants to go first? Jack, Sander, did you want to?
Yeah, sure. I'll just politely come up to one of the dryads and just politely ask for their attention.
Okay, they're currently looking over Javi right now, whilst Io is also struggling to kind of like get their attention to kind of focus on Javi. Come on, you can do something, right? I mean, what? Just maybe like, was it some like magic smoke or something? Just wave it in front of him, wake him up. The dryads look to each other. It's not that simple. But as you approach Sender, I think Robo will turn around and see what you're asking. Can I help you?
Yes, you're obviously aware of the murder and the investigation we're starting. Is it okay if I ask for your help in solving this in any way you can?
What kind of help would you require?
We are looking for whoever murdered that Aura Watch guard, and I was hoping, because this is your domain, that you might be able to assist us in any way. I will be able to repay you. I can enrich all the plants in this area for. Well, yeah, I'll be able to enrich all the plants in this area as repayment for assisting us.
You're going to promise to cast plant growth.
Yep, it comes with the Archfey patron.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, first of all, are you telling the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Roba looks to you. We have druids that come to cast this occasionally, but improving the effect would be appreciated. Please give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, persuasion with advantage. Please don't fuck up. Yes, 20.
20, okay. Dirty 20. They look you over, and let's see as well. They're going to make a quick check themselves on you. Their face does actually break into a soft smile, and you watch as several of the buds on their head actually kind of blossom out into flowers and leaves, as their entire countenance lights up. Faye. Welcome.
Might I kindly request that you please not refer to me as such around the others. It's a complicated issue.
They reach towards you, and put a hand on your heart. Do not be ashamed for what you are.
Thank you.
Much powerful magic within. Then they, as they kind of touch your chest, they pull back for a second. No. And they look down towards the sword. Curious.
As I said, it is a very complicated situation.
Secret?
Yes, unfortunately. And yeah, it's a secret that I have to keep for a while at
They
least.
switch to Sylvan. Do you speak Sylvan?
Yes, actually.
They begin speaking in Sylvan towards you. Then a secret it shall remain, friend.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate your kindness.
Of course. We cannot help too much, sadly. We were tending to the forest when the murder was committed. But we have sensed something within our woods, something malevolent.
Say it again.
Malevolent. Malevolent.
And just to clarify, as we're continuing, we can't hear you from this, can we? You're quite far away from us. Like, so myself and
language.
Taxma,
It's in Sylvan, and two, basically a lot of this is happening concurrently, so you're all doing your own things right now.
We're also
I was like,
45
some of this
feet
is-
away.
yeah, like these are really good clues, but we can't hear them, can we? So that's cool. That's cool.
If Jack allows it, and you speak Sylvan,
45 feet
then if Jack allows it and you speak Sylvan, I will allow a perception check if Jack allows it again.
Yep, I'll allow it.
I don't.
And it speaks Sylvan.
Welp.
Sucks to suck, Kimmy. Sucks.
Why would we speak Sylvan?
I don't think I do.
I'd say if you want to give me a perception check to recognise that it is a dialect of Elvish, because you are Samfrey is an elf, so I imagine she speaks Elvish.
Yeah.
But it's a different dialect of it.
I'm still gonna argue we're 45 feet away.
I'm like,
Doing
what
seven-
languages do
In
I know?
conversation.
Like
I'm
I
trying
said, Jack has allowed it, so I'm happy for a few little sneaky rules to be made. But if you want to make a perception check, absolutely, Samafrey.
No. Look, I will leave it. It doesn't feel like it's right for the role play if I can hear it all the way from there. So that's fine. I will leave it. I'll ask Jack after the fact what he learned.
Okay. Guys, where were we? Oh yes. Malevolence. Yes. There is an evil here, but we have not been able to locate its source. Yoff? Hey.
Are you able to? Oh, are you busy?
That was.
Currently, I'm in the process of moving house, so the kids are here on Easter holiday. The wife is moving back and forth. She's just come back from work and she's immediately running over to the new house. So yes, we are very busy right now, but I am making this work just about.
Okay. Can you determine what type of source it is? Like, is it fiendish in nature? Something along those lines? Anything you know can help us narrow down the true source of this.
I will. They tell you they feel something evil in the grove, and you know what? I'm gonna make them do a quick check to see if they were able to determine this. Let's see. They go. You see a couple of the flowers kind of wilt as they try to focus, but are unable to give you the answer you seek. No, just something evil, something strong, something hidden.
This, and it's definitely different from. It's definitely a different feeling from the accused over there, the bugbears and such.
We cannot tell.
Okay.
Again, it is hidden. It is a sense of wrong.
I see. Some sort of possession or blight, maybe? I'll have to talk to someone more astute in these matters. But
The
thank
plants do not seem affected by it.
you. Well, not a blight on the
So
land,
not a blight.
but something hiding among it.
Yes.
Some sort of new
We have-
predator. There's definitely been an uptick in fiendish creatures. We encountered some giant demon frog things on the way here. It might be something hiding amongst the forest. I'll tell the others. We can maybe try and find some way to narrow this down, but this, as I suspected, this is definitely not a simple case of murder. Thank you. Once I have some time, I will dedicate myself to enriching the plants. I just need to make sure that we're not about to, do something stupid. And I look over towards Styx, who I'm not sure what he's doing.
Roba thanks you, and then yes, we shall. Who do you want to go to next?
Sammy and Kaiser.
Alright.
Sami and Kaiser.
Before
Okay.
we get started, I forgot where was the body found exactly? I'm just writing some notes.
Okay. So the body was found. You get the information that they were found in their tent. You've got this little camp area at the back where the Aura Watch are stationed, and they were found dead in their camp in the tent by themselves.
Okay, cool. I have questions. I can't do the talking, but I have so many questions.
Samafrey,
Yeah.
would you happen to be able to do a zone of truth if I questioned the corpse?
I can do. If you question the corpse.
Yes.
Let me check my spell stats for that one sec.
Actually, would that even stack?
Again, both
Yeah,
of you
gotta check
would have.
it.
You would. If you're talking about speak with dead, then first of all, Kaiser still needs to prepare it overnight, and then it would be a case of has
It's a
Samafrey
creature.
has Samafrey prepared Zone of Truth as well? Is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
It affects a creature. No specifications.
technically we did the long rest and then we leveled up, right? So I could have prepared it.
We've already rolled to see if you had prepared that spell, and
True, frick. God damn it.
so it's going to be a long rest before you can speak with dead.
Neat. Okay, we're going to ignore us then for the moment because I can't do anything.
You can do other things. You've got advantage on your charisma checks right now.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I
can
so
question
you can
everyone
do some...
living
Yes.
and then do the... Right.
Okay. So
Does Sam actually have a Zone of Truth ready?
Look, I can cast it, but as long as we're confident that they'll stack, sure.
I'm just going to see if
Okay, I don't
And it's
think
only a 15-foot radius as well.
I don't think a corpse can lie to me.
At all? Or
Speak with-
Unless I've killed them. I just read that.
You're redemption paladin, aren't you? What are their spells? Calm emotions, hold person are always prepared. Okay, so you've got those always prepared for second level, but you I'll say 11 plus Samurai if you want to have Zone of Truth prepared if you've not prepared your spells yet, unless you had already prepared your spells.
But my spell's here on my sheet, so I think it's fine. That's the one I chose when we leveled up.
Oh, then yes, absolutely, you would have it prepared then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I guess are we waiting, or are we going to do that now, Snux?
We can question the living.
I'd like to question them before we put my Zone of Truth up,
Well,
because I'd like to see if we get different answers, and then we can tell who the people are that aren't telling us the truth, because they're the real suspects.
well, if you put up the Zone of Truth, they'll answer truthfully whether or not.
That's true, but some people are hiding things that
Then
they may not even realize if we're not asking the right questions. You can't just everybody walk in and go, "Did you kill him? Did you kill him?" That's not going to go down well.
Well, how long does it last?
My Zone of Truth, it lasts 1 moment.
A minute or 10?
10 minutes.
Sounds right.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Because I also have it.
That's not enough time to question everybody or nor keep it going, and that's all you get. You just get it the one time. So I say we question everyone, and anybody whose answers don't match up, then we put them in the Zone of Truth.
Sammy.
Do the hard yards first.
Sammy, we question them. Then we put up the Zone of Truth. Then we ask them, in the last 10 minutes, did you lie to us?
Exactly. We use it at the end.
Okay, fair enough. Good talk.
All right. I would ask you if you're going to get into it while I have a look around. I have a request. If you could please ask 2 questions specifically as you're speaking to them.
Very well. What did you
I
want me to ask?
I want you to ask how the body was found. Like how did it die? What was the cause of death? And what was the murder weapon? And if they say the cause of death was anything other than murder, don't ask the second question.
Alrighty.
If
Easy.
they say getting stabbed by something, then that's open to interpretation.
Like, be real specific, like how'd they die? If they say, oh, they were stabbed. Stabbed where? Stabbed how many times? Like, get as much about how they died as possible.
How do
if
you
you
know
can do
that?
Yeah. If you can do that,
What
then
led
I
you to
can
this
find-
conclusion?
exactly.
Gazari.
Evidence I can find, but you need to get the truth of what they know.
Alright, Sam. Gazari, any other questions you wanted to ask?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say if Galsarid's here, he would go. Let's like watch spells he actually has as well.
He's here. He's literally standing next to me.
I know I'm standing right here, but just in case I thought that I didn't want to like interrupt your conversation. Okay, so I think, I need to actually mess with Galsarid's spell, his sheet, because it's not nearly as good as it would be. I'm going to say I can cast Detect Magic and see if there's anything of that nature. Besides that, as Samafrey said, murder weapon is a good choice to see if it fits with the Waste Walkers. Of course, their weapons will be lower quality, so testing that kind of thing.
It would leave an obvious trace. Yes.
A medicine check, yes. See if any compounds were in it as well.
I want to know if they'd found anything before the body was found. Anything out of the ordinary. Anything else? Or just those 3 questions?
I shall listen along and see if there's anything else I can think of.
Very
So,
well.
How do you go about this?
Well, Kaiser's going to stride forward towards all of the Aura Watch. Who is in charge?
Jowett steps forward.
Jowett,
I
you
guess
weren't
that's-
here.
I know, but I am technically the ranking officer right now. As to who was the highest ranking at the time, they point to one of the drow who steps forward. I'm the ranking lieutenant right now.
Very well. Then you can answer my questions, and I have some. Who found the body?
They
And
point back.
how?
Their friend, the private back there, they just checked on them in the morning when they didn't arrive for their patrol.
Step forward.
Found them like that.
Step forward. I have questions.
The private?
Yes.
Private steps forward, yep.
How did you find the body?
They were just lying there. Face up, eyes open, throat slit open.
Anything else of note?
I just saw that and told my officer as soon as I found them.
Anything else you noticed? No sign of a murder weapon, no sign of an entry or an exit from the...
No weapon, no sign of forced entry, just the bugbear hair.
Is that your opinion? Or... do
You can
have-
go in and look yourself, ma'am.
Mom!
See, it would do well for you to have an open mind. I was a bugbear in my previous life.
She's just
I
going
don't have anything against bugbears, but the bugbear hair was there. It's clearly, it's coarse, it's thick.
Lieutenant,
It's
have you not learnt about placed evidence? What makes you think that a bugbear would leave hair behind?
They shrug. Perhaps they were in a hurry. Perhaps someone heard them and they had to move away quickly and some fur got caught in one of the zips or
Is the fur
brushed against the
caught?
fabric.
Is the fur caught in the zip?
They show you the scene and there is tufts of fur here and there. Some against the walls of the tent, others on the floor. Some close on the body itself, as if they'd kind of like got down close to the body, to the victim, and some around the edges of the tent as well. Yes, the zip, the opening.
Cool. Can I roll for some fucking intelligence on whether or not bugbear fur would actually just willy-nilly fall out, brushing against the surface?
Sure.
I
I mean, does
fucking
Samothrace
know
want to do this with the advantage? Samothrace, do you want to give me an investigation check?
Yes.
With advantage.
Side note, having been a bugbear in a previous life, Kaiser would probably know whether or not that fucking happens.
20. Okay. I'm gonna with Samothrace doing the investigation portion of this. Samothrace steps in and examines the murder scene, and we'll get to what Kaiser would know as well. To answer your quick question, Kaiser, yeah, bugbears fucking molt everywhere.
Yeah, but that much in a tent, I'm
All
gonna
over
assume
the tent.
a 5-minute period. Because
Well, without any check from Kaiser, you'd think if there was a struggle and they moved around a bit and were brushing against stuff, Maybe. Sometimes if a bugbear's nervous and such, they might molt more.
I was gonna say brushing against a tree, sure. Brushing against a smooth fabric?
Struggling with someone in a tent?
A
Maybe.
smooth fabric.
But didn't the lieutenant say he was just lying there, like as if he was asleep?
Yeah. It's not nylon. It'll be like what fabric would a
Canvas.
ye olden tent?
Canvas. Canvas.
I feel like that's nylon and such, isn't it?
Nope.
But this is going to be no.
Nope.
Sammy's gonna head into the tent. while this
Canvas
is all
was
going on.
originally cotton. Coarse cotton, but it was
Okay.
cotton that was weatherproofed. Go LARP!
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, Sammy's
taken.
going to head into the tent to view the body. And I want to take note of what he's wearing.
Okay. The victim.
Yes, what is the victim wearing?
The victim was mostly in their small clothes.
So clearly the murder didn't happen while they were coming in and getting dressed in the morning in their armor, or...
They were...
Yeah. While they were asleep.
With a 20, let's give you this. So the eyes were open, so they were at least awake when they were killed. Their mouth is open as well, but as if they were trying to cry out. But from the position they're in, it looks like they bled out incredibly quickly, and you kind of see the blood has just like soaked deeply into the bedding that they had as well, and completely soaked the entire area. For the fur, with that 20, you do believe that Kaiser is onto something, that you feel that this fur was placed and not... it was made to look like it has been like come off naturally, but some of the ways that it's been done, it looks like it's been placed rather than come off naturally. And you can tell that some of the fur is a bit older as well, and a bit older than like the day or several hours it has been since the murder took place.
I'd also like to just check for any alternate clues, such as footprints, if anything has been misplaced around, like as if someone was looking for something, like scattered items.
You find no footprints whatsoever.
Am I allowed to
Besides
suggest
the-
something? Or am I silent?
Besides those that have the drow around them,
You're 45 feet
the
away
other
from
Aurora
us.
Watch.
All right. What was your suggestion, Jack?
Am I
I'm going to
allowed
out of character one.
An out of character one.
Okay, and out of character suggestion, signs of struggle.
Well, no, he's lying still in his small clothes with his eyes and mouth open, as if he was
Died.
just woken up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
died.
Does the fur match the signs of struggle around the place?
Nope.
Like, is anything
No.
knocked over? Because...
There was no struggle. No, the
we've-
fur's just everywhere.
Okay.
Also, I stand corrected. You ignore polyester and nylon, leather, wool, felt, impregnated linen, or cotton. So I was kind of like, right.
Okay, fine. So, investigate. No other clues to be found with that 20.
What have we said? So,
We've said no footprints, no signs of anything other than the bugbear fur. Eyes open,
Yes.
mouth open. Blood has soaked through the pad. He's in his small clothes.
only from footprints, the investigation, you find only the footprints of other Aurora Watch soldiers.
Okay, perfect. And is the tent damaged at all anywhere? Could someone have entered anywhere other than the front entrance?
The tent is undamaged. I'll say with a 20 as well. Can I give you that? Let's see.
Oh, I've got another question.
Yeah, ask the
Yeah.
question.
I'm just hunting around for clues while this is happening.
Have you shared that with us, Sammy?
I haven't come out of the tent yet to share it. No.
Cool.
Still investigating.
Neat. Kaiser's going to ask the rest of the Aura Watch, is like, in the lead up to this, did you notice anything
Out of the ordinary. Any clues? Even the slightest bit or hint of something unnatural?
Roll me a charisma check of your choice, whether it be persuasion or intimidation.
At advantage?
At advantage with the enhanced ability, yes.
Thank God.
15. With a 15, one of the Aura Watch there does actually kind of slightly sheepishly raise their hand.
Yes.
I think I heard them say or try to shout something last night, but just guh,
Okay. You heard
and
that.
then nothing. I thought they were just maybe talking in their sleep or something. Just guh, and then nothing.
Very well. Who's on guard at that time?
They point to another one of the officers. I was.
And how does one fail to notice murder?
I can't explain it. I do not know.
Why not? Which way were you focusing?
I was focusing towards the fire at the time, I believe, if we have estimated the time of death correctly.
Very well. Again, is there only one way into the tent? A question for Yorick, not the soldier.
Yeah, one entrance.
Cool.
It's a small one person tent.
Cool. How does one not notice a one-way tent not being infiltrated?
Again, they look to the kind of officer who kind of nods towards them. Again, sir, I do not know what happened. I apologize for my lack of perception. I didn't see anything during the night.
Snarks between you and me. Do you reckon that could be like a stealth?
Maybe. Another question then for you. The one that died. Did they have any issue with anyone? Any enemies? Rivalries? Anything of note?
The officer in question, the lieutenant, does say there have been arguments between us and the nomads. Yes, we didn't think it would escalate to something like this. However, there's been the occasional fist thrown, the occasional shouting match.
Very well. Another quick question for you then. What makes you think a bugbear who's willing to throw a fist would sneak and commit murder?
It is well known that the nomadic tribes of the Wastes do not take kindly to dynasty authority. There are many dissidents and those who would seek an end to the law we bring to them.
Oh, I'm very well aware of that. Very, very well aware of that. The only difference is those in the Wastes usually will tell you straight to your face if they have an issue with you. They're kind of honest like that. But then again, we'll find out when I question the corpse tomorrow, won't we?
Sammy has come out of the tent and just whispers to Kaisa everything that she has found, and that she agrees about the bugbear hair. She thinks it was planted. The fact that the guards didn't see anything, single person on guard, is suspicious because there's no footprints other than Aurora Watch people in there. But she said based on all that, Kaisa, find out who exactly was this guy. Was he a commander? Was he like a lower ranking guy? And if so, like, who did he report to? Because, like, someone's got to know that this guy's dead, you know?
Yes. Side note for Yorick, how big is the tent?
1-person tent.
How tall?
I mean, just it's one of these kind of 1-person tent where you'd have to like crouch to get in, and then once you're inside it, you can half stand if you're like a shorter person. A tall person would just have to crawl in.
Cool. So how tall do you think bugbears are, considering that they're D&D?
Oh, bugbears are
beyond?
massive. Yeah, they're like between 6 and 7 foot tall, sometimes taller.
Thank you for the confirmation. Kaisa's going to deliberately look at every single Aura Watch member in the eyes. I have one last question for you. Considering how tall bugbears are, 7 feet tall, and how tall the tent entrance is, and the fact that my compatriot has found bugbear fur in the tent, what do you think the odds are that a bugbear actually snuck in and murdered him? Be honest.
Which one are you asking here? The lieutenant
All
or
of them.
all of them?
Staring
They
each
look
of
to
them
each other.
in the eyes, one at a time. Lie
give
to
me
me
an-
again.
Give me an insight
Lie
check.
to me again. With advantage or?
Do you have a way to give yourself advantage?
What's insight? Oh, it's wisdom. Oh, it's fine. Oh shit, no.
10.
Whoops.
So
Sorry.
10. You look amongst them.
Keep in mind, Kaisa has been a
You're not
bugbear. She knows.
And keep in mind the 10 as well. With the 10
There we
and
go.
your experience as well, and the fact you've been a bugbear, these soldiers don't seem like they're lying. You think they're using whatever information they've got in front of them, which is that they never saw anyone, and they found them with a slit throat. They barely got a word out before they were killed, and there was bugbear hair in there. They have reached this conclusion themselves. A fucking bugbear snuck in and killed one of our guys.
It's like saying a giant snuck into a cave. It's not.
Bugbears are naturally
No,
stealthy.
They're capable of actually squeezing them. Wait.
I don't doubt it, but like, what if it's not the Aurora Watch trying to frame a bugbear? What if it wasn't a bugbear? What if it was someone else? I doubt it was a dryad, but there's not enough evidence here to say that it was a bugbear. There's only evidence to say that someone's trying to place a bugbear there. Why are they trying to place a bugbear there? Oh, and that was all whispered to Sammy as a Kaiser as well. Why are they trying to place a bugbear there? Because like, there's no evidence to say that there was one in there. There's nothing except the fur, and we know the fur was placed. But doesn't sound like the Aurora Watch want to start a fight with the bugbears. They've just been having, growls with them. And
Yes.
and why this guy?
Circumstantial.
What did this guy do?
Well-
It's got to be a reason, a motive.
We can find out in the morning.
I'm just saying, I don't think we should just be questioning the Aurora Watch.
Uh,
I think we should go talk to those waste walkers.
Well, we
Right.
could do that.
And going over to that, Casper, how are you doing for time as well?
Oh, I'm good. I don't have work today.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey! So as well, it's worth noting, I'm not sure if we said this yet, but the victim was the ranking officer, and I think you had another question as well, and they were well liked by the other Aurora Watch.
That's really good. Thank you.
So yes, and they, the victim before they died managed to just briefly let out "yeah" for they supposedly died.
Sammy's writing all this down a little bit.
I mean,
Okay, over.
we'll
Mhm.
head over probably to the other group after Kainer's done his thing.
Yeah, so we're going to do each of you. So
Yeah.
next question is Kaina or Styx now.
Kaina.
Kaina, okay. Kaina, over at the Waste Walker encampment. You see they're mostly muttering amongst themselves pretty angrily at this point.
As well, might be a small bit of a retcon, but I was just going over my sheet a little bit. With my earlier performance check, I do have the skilled actor, which gains me advantage on deception and performance checks if you pass yourself off as a different person, which he was
Right.
kind of doing, like making himself seem like an important person.
I'm gonna say the current state Kaina is in with these Waste Walkers is neutral.
All right.
And
And
they were a little bit off put, but it was mostly the Aura Watch that shouted you down, which may have earned you a few points in these guys' favor, to be honest. But you are still a stranger at this point.
that makes sense. While walking up, kind of would probably just also ask, like, mind if I join you?
They look to you, and Maggie, as she kind of like comes in behind you. Sure. Who are you anyway? You came in with watching all sorts of folk.
No, we're kind of traveling together. I've met some issues on the route. It's getting dangerous out there, you know?
You with the
I have to
watch?
say, it is a shame to see that watch is still deeply entranced by speciesism. I hoped it would be gone by now. The dynasty should be
Fucking
better than
truth.
this.
You get a pretty unanimous rumble of agreement at this.
I know what happened in the past, but you're all people, and that's all I can see.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Look. How about this? You, managed to get these uptight asshats off us, and, make sure there's something nice in it for you. We're, traders, we got some stock. We're looking to, move on soon anyway, so maybe we can throw something your way. Got some, minor enchanted weapons, for instance, we can give you.
I myself am not that much of a weapon user. Prefer my words instead. But as well, I do have to say, I do not believe that any of you killed the gentleman. Why would you? But if one of you did, I won't look away.
They look at you suspiciously. We ain't killed no one. Not here, anyway.
Oh, I believe you, for sure, but can I actually do an insight check?
Absolutely.
$13.
You look around at this folk. They look pretty tough. It looks like they are absolutely capable of killing all of them. You see, there's a pretty well armed and pretty muscly group. When they say they haven't killed anyone here, as far as you can tell, they're telling the truth.
I do believe you. I'm only saying that if it appears that I'm wrong, I won't be looking away. But I don't think it will be coming to that. I believe that everybody has the right to place to live and their own ways without oppression from anybody, let alone the Aurora Watch saying that you did something which you might not have. You probably don't have. Just because you're a bugbear
A lot
or
of
a human
maybes
or
here.
any race.
A lot of maybes there.
Just
We
to
ain't
prove
killed any of these fucking watch. Alright? Bloody a few of their noses. They fucking deserved it. But we ain't killed any of them. We ain't looking to
But
start a
that's no
fucking
KDR.
war.
it's a shame I missed to see that.
Look, fella, if you can prove that we ain't guilty of whatever they're fucking accusing of us killing theirs, except we got something in it for you. Is there anything we can do to help?
Well, you mentioned that you were around your campfire last night. Everybody stayed
Yeah.
here, nobody ran off, went for a leak.
Of course we do that. We ain't prisoners, we do what we want. But
Well, of course.
we're willing to vouch for each other. We ain't gone anywhere too far.
So, for how long have you been here so far? In the Grove, I mean.
A few weeks, it's a good spot. A lot of people come through
Lots of
here.
traffic coming through, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, in the last couple of weeks, have you noticed anything strange going on? Anything that indicates that this murder might have happened by somebody else?
Give me a persuasion check, please.
17?
17. Okay. They look to each other. Ain't seen much of nothing. It's been pretty quiet. We've had people through. We're on good terms with the Acorn sisters. They're a finicky pair, but as long as you're nice to them, give them offerings and such, they're usually fine. Overwatch are pain. They try and drop freaking taxes and all sorts of bullshit on us, but we told them we ain't interested in any of that. We've already dealt with it. We're not paying anything extra. One of them does kind of like put up their hand.
Yes,
One of
you,
the
there in the back.
humans steps forward. It was the strangest thing.
That was.
Just the one time, mind, but last night, I swear I saw something weird.
Weird, how exactly do you mean? Can you describe it?
Like something in the air over the campfire. Like I was just watching the sparks, the embers just go up into in the sky as you do, and you've got nothing else to do. I was on watch, and I swear I saw a pair of eyes above the fire, just for a moment. Eyes like fire.
Does that ring any bell for Kaina?
Give me a history or religion check.
23.
23.
On a history check.
Something floating in the air above the campfire. They do continue. Even though I was right next to the fire, as soon as I saw the eyes, I just felt this horrible chill run through me, you know? And Being a law bard, and with a 23, the story of something or someone who has never been caught, that has never been seen, but has been rumored among Jorhas for centuries, is the ghost story almost of something called the inevitable end, also known as the spectre of silent death. The idea of fire, something that was hovering above the fire, with fire in their eyes, and with the kind of a chill running through them, kind of suggesting maybe a ghost or some other kind of apparition. That's what you get with a 23.
That does sound interesting. I've heard similar stories before. Never been to the crime scene myself, but it's eerie what you tell me, to say the least.
What are you thinking?
Well, based on stories I do remember, it might be, although stories are always a bit off, some kind of spirit, spectre, an evil one.
You see a handful of them make a few like superstitious signs to various gods. Honestly, I'd rather if one of us had fucking done it than a fucking ghost being among us. They look back. You sure you ain't making that shit up? No, I swear it. I saw something in the fire.
Although, on the other hand, magic is also a thing. Maybe there is someone around knows some magic. Could have sparkled those images to you. Might find other clues. Somebody who knows the story and wants to indulge in it.
Maggie nods. That is possible.
I mean, and kind of just waves his hand above the fire. With prestidigitation, he will try to make the image of those flaming eyes showing.
Yeah,
it's not hard to do.
But prestidigitation requires a few components. It is a flashy spell by its nature.
There are other kinds of magic all around.
An
Minor
illusion
image,
from far away,
illusions.
for instance. Yes. It's possible.
Can't rule anything out.
No.
But something or someone is definitely around. That
Maggie's also
I do
gonna make
think
an
so.
insight check as well. She's helping out here. She's decent at insight. Okay. Maggie does take you aside as well. Kind of just away from the rest of the Waste Walkers. I am almost certain they're telling the truth about not having killed that officer. Kinda.
Same here, Maggie.
Which then begs the question: what or who did?
That is the question
Cas-
indeed.
Casper
say-
is.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's just yeah. Go on. Is there anything else you want to add?
I'd say let's check in with the rest of the group, see if anybody finds out anything else. Put some dots together.
Okay. And we've got just about enough time to head over to Styx as well. Styx, you are you kind of roughly where you are, just kind of looking up at this little goblin who's dangling her feet off the edge of the platform?
Yeah, just looking at them.
Hey there, mister!
Hey, little one.
Everything's very serious here right now. Are you serious?
When I have to be. Did you see what's happening over there?
What? I don't know. They're just fighting about stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, grown-up stuff. It gets kind of a little bit boring.
Yeah. They won't let me go and play outside anymore. It's not fair.
It's not fair, but it's safe.
I like the dryads. They're really, really fun. They make flowers grow.
Oh, that's cool. Well, they seem like good people. They're trying to help one of my friends on the big turtle there.
So, what are you doing, mister?
Well, looks like some of the adult friends are going off to try and figure out what is happening, why all the adults are arguing. But, it's not really my place. If you get too many people, then it can start arguments. So, I'd figure I'd find another goblin, maybe just relax a little.
You want to come up? I can have them make some tea or something for you if you like.
Oh, that'd be lovely. Where do I drop a rope, or do I just walk around the front of the turtle?
Yeah. So where is it exactly? No, don't go in front. Don't go in the front. They kind of scurry around to the back of the tortoise and kind of meet you there. So if you go down south, you'll be able to see. And let's grab you and get you in. I'm not sure why your health has gone all over the place, but yeah. And she introduced herself. Hi, I'm little Chesper.
Lovely to meet you, Chesper. The goblin Sticks. Just Sticks for short.
Right. And yeah, you come aboard. So I've not got great art for these ones, but it is all goblins. You've got they come in, they kind of welcome you quite happily. Happy to see another kind of goblin in, especially one who's made friends with little Chesper. Chesper. I will.
Chester.
Chesper.
Chester?
I'll put it in the.
Chesper. Purr at the end.
Chesper, like that. And yeah, you kind of get introduced to this little family. There's another kid, an older boy who's a lot shyer, a little Gothby. There's Papa Drazagor. There's Pops, Kelberdern, and there's Auntie Jorla. So a small family of 5 goblins here. The auntie kind of does. She's wearing these kind of green robes, has long silver hair, and she sets up some justice pudding. There you go.
That's the best thing I've seen all day.
Set up a kettle for you and start brewing some tea. eldest, the Papa Drazagor, he looks down and starts talking with you and goes, it's a shame about all this, isn't it? I was with the Watch in my day. Don't mean any harm to them.
Oh, it is a shame what's happening, but don't worry, there's an investigation going on right now. It looks like a neutral party between the Aurora Watch and the Wastelanders. But let them deal with that problem out there. Looks like you've got a lovely family here. It's you look like you're keeping them safe.
So I appreciate that. After all this business, we'll probably move on sooner rather than later. But hopefully they'll get to the bottom of it.
Just curious, moving on, you'll be taking the Horizon back and leaving here?
Yeah, this is Big Yuyo.
Yuyo.
He gives the shell a quick pat. Yeah. You'd know what a Yuyo is. Yuyo is actually a Jorhashian vegetable. It's a root vegetable.
Gotcha. So where would you be headed? You'll be heading west?
Yeah, we're looking to reconnect with some family back in Azarius.
Good. West is the right choice. Just don't take them east, please. Go west and.
That's where we've come from. We can't just come from Rosanna.
Good. I wouldn't want you to take these ones to the east from things I've been hearing. But
getting a little bit nastier right now, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit more nasty, especially for us goblin folk. But hey, while I've got you here, have you noticed anything odd between the Roach and the Waste clan there?
Give me. Let's see. In fact, no. Yeah, I think this one is one of the free ones I've got here. So, Papa, Pops, and Auntie all kind of tell you that they were actually asleep at that point, as well as little Gothby. But Chesper kind of speaks up. Oh, I saw something.
Oh, did you now? What'd you see?
Yeah. Everyone else is asleep. I saw this pretty drow lady walk through the camp.
A drow? Oh, so
yeah.
You mean one of the watch members that were wearing all their armor?
No, not one of them. She was wearing these long robes. She looked my way. She was really pretty and really scary. And then I waved at her, and she waved back.
Oh, you've seen her around this camp before? I'm sure there's been plenty of drow.
Oh, there's lots of drow, but I haven't seen that one before.
Oh, so new person to the camp. Just
right.
Have you seen her before? Seen her afterwards, or was it just that one night?
No, just that one night last night.
That's good to hear. Well, that can definitely help. I can pass that along to the investigation. Oh, but no, I don't. I'm not expecting any of you to know anything serious, but something out of the ordinary definitely helps. Well done, Chesper.
She beams with pride.
Styx is gonna feel like very comfortable among these goblins, kind of like smiling among them, and then he's just gonna suddenly regather himself and just like kind of grasp his chest with his hand. He just says, "Oh, look, I better leave." He's gonna put his tea down. He says, "Look, thanks for the information, but I better go. I don't want to intrude on you, this family." And he just gets up and starts walking out.
Okay. And with that, you've gathered all the. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to drag everyone together again. You've gathered all of the little clues that I've set down. Well, most of them anyway. And we're pretty much at time at this point.
Lovely.
So, yeah, I think we'll call the session here. Do some Electrum. And you can put your heads together and start working out who, if anyone, is responsible for this murder.
Can we
But
slam
yes,
some heads together?
And maybe an awake
Could
Javi.
slam some heads together as well.
We've all got a lot of different
no.
information, so it'll be interesting to
Javi's.
see.
Yeah, Javi is not going to be here next week either.
Ah.
I mean, Kaisa had one more person she wanted to ask questions of.
That could be next week.
Yeah, she can't
Yeah,
do it
we'll-
until after.
What we'll do is you can put your heads together at the beginning of next session and then do any final bits of investigation you want to do before you spring into action with whatever plan you decide to come up with. But yeah,
Wasn't it really interesting how you
Jeez.
gave us all different hints and
Yeah, everyone's got a different thing.
Yeah, I'm actually relatively proud of that. I've never actually set up one of these big investigations before.
This is my favorite. This is the best thing
so
ever.
far
I'm like,
really interesting.
I'm trying to figure it out.
I just want to
Um,
ask the dead body a question.
Just a reminder that we don't have
What
Jarvie next week.
is your favorite color?
We don't have Jarvie next week. We're all together on the 30th, and then Nick and I are gone for 2 weeks.
Yes. So, yeah, I need to come up with some good ideas for that session, and then I need to work out what the hell I'm going to do with Styx and Samothrae for 2 weeks.
Kill them.
Romantic getaway. We decided to elope.
You realize next week is the 23rd, not
Six
the
and
30th,
Sam,
right?
sorry, they don't go together.
I want to see that now.
I'm 6'1", and Styx, how tall are you?
Like just 4 foot. I'm gonna climb that blue mountain.
Jesus.
That's
She,
so gross.
she looks rather...
I am blue.
Not with your freaking character.
My
if you want
avatar
to
is
get an
quite right.
updated token, we can do that at some point.
Like everything about her is correct except her coloring. Her
Do you want me
color,
to-
hair, and her face is not
Do you
right.
want me to see if I can generate the shit for you?
Yeah, I'll hit you up on the weekend if that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
cool.
send me the prompt
Let's-
and I'll do it.
Let's do some election. Okay. All right. I've not spoken to Jack in a while, so yes, Sender. Jack,
Yes.
who do you want to award an election to?
I'm gonna give it to Kanye for having his big moment of "Hi, I am an important person," and being completely and utterly trounced over because Kaisa actually has confidence.
Aww.
Just completely stole the spotlight from him.
Yes, commiseration, inspiration. Or what rhymes with electrum now? And Samothrae. Kim, who do you want to give yours to?
I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I want to give it to Jarvie because she's gonna have to deal with a red turkey when she gets back. I saw that thing, a picture of C4, and I took a photo. And I was like, "Beck, your chicken."
Rude.
But I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. So if not, I'll give it to Kaisa because she did some wonderful questioning today.
Let's. Well, you choose. I can add one onto Javi's sheet if you want right now.
I will give it to Javi if that's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
for realsies, Beck had to deal with a red chicken.
She wasn't
She's
even
gonna be
here.
furious.
She wasn't
And
even
we spent a quarter of the session identifying that she was in a coma.
here.
A quarter of the session talking about someone who wasn't here. She deserves a token.
Kimmy, we're better than some D&D parties where it would have been the entire session.
Anyway, she gets my electrum for that. But if that wasn't allowed, it was definitely for sniped for excellent RP question.
Okay. Yeah, I've added one onto Javi's sheet.
Rude.
Kaina,
Shit.
Casper, who do you want to give yours to?
Mine goes to Kim for thinking out the notebook. I'm like, I want to know this. I'm taking notes. Every question.
No.
My favorite game is Clue. So
I'll have to do more. I'll have to do more of this stuff then in the future. Okay. Yes.
Oh, but it's so difficult to set up. I've done things like this before.
Well,
with magic, it's so difficult. But yes. Why didn't I think of that one fucking spell that breaks the entire investigation?
which one?
So many. Take your pick.
Well, I was gonna.
You didn't think that could be magic? What?
Kaiser, Snarky, who do you want to give your
Well, I was gonna give it to
collection
Kim, but no. It's going to fucking Kaya now.
Sorry.
You gave it to someone that's not even here, bitch. Yeah, I'll be petty.
One more for Kaina.
Yeah, one more
and,
for Kaina. I'll be petty,
Six.
Kim.
Sticks. Nick, give it to your stick.
Sticks to Kaiser for a couple of really high rolls. There was about like 4 there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
There have been some good rolls there, yeah. And yes, as Kaiser got one there, I will give mine to Sticks. For a lot of I feel the hovering DM in Nick a lot of the time, and very much in this session as well, being very well behaved and helping out with the pacing on more than one occasion there. So yeah, 1 for Sticks from me. And yes, thank you very much, everyone. Next week, I think it will be actually part 2. This one. So yes, Taking Sides Part 2, and we'll see what happens through. We'll see what happens next. All right, thank you very much, everyone. Hope you have a wonderful week. Look forward to seeing you next time. And yeah, good night and a good.